Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house or in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey y'all, hey, what's up? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Hey, my love, how you doing? The beautiful Creole butterfly. How are you doing, boo? You said you just scheduled your. What time is your live? Oh, it's okay. Hey, you know one of my mottos is I get in where I fit in. So I know it was a lot of people live. It's been like damn near the last 24, 48 hours, just live after live after live, and some of them overlapping, and that's okay, because there is such thing called the replay gang, okay? And I appreciate my replay gang. But yes, thank you. Please like and share the video, please, and thank you very much. What else, Chakra King Black? First one down in the chat. All right, we dropping down, okay? Be like, boom, I'm here. And what's up, Miss Ray? How you doing? Let me get my water on deck, because y'all know when I be running my mouth, I'm like nonstop. I don't know. I don't know how all these people on here be doing all this content and they ain't gotta stop to take a sip, because my throat be getting dry and shit. And if I don't take a sip every now and then of water, I'll be over here coughing, about to lose a lung from talking. But anyway, or maybe I need one of those things in my house, one of those filters, or what do you call those things that put a little steam in the air or something like that. See, you know what? And I'll definitely be like, I gotta use the facilities. If somebody's on my panel, somebody hold it down for me. Somebody that I trust, hold it down for me while I go use the bathroom. But yeah, sometimes they do be on here for hours and they don't use the bathroom. They don't eat. They don't take their dog out. They don't feed their kid. They don't be on here so long. It's time for them to brush their teeth and get ready for work and shit, if they work. But anyway, what up, boo? Hey, love. Hey, on the block with Riggs. I don't know why I want to say your whole name when I see it, but what up, Riggs? I saw your ass went live last night. I had no idea, and you must have went live late, because I was up late and I was watching TV and watching. I watched a little bit of Lemon. That's where I want to start off. I watched a little bit of Lemon, just a little bit, because I can't. I like Lemon, but I can't do no whole. I just can't. I cannot. And then, like, the first time he went live yesterday, I guess he had difficulties dropping his link, which I'm about to do right now, because I always forget. So let me do it right now, because I forget. And if Charlie was in here, she would be like, the hood table, you didn't drop the link. You got to pin the link. So let me do that now. But you know how I do. I'm not a panel channel, but anybody's free to hit the panel today. I'm not a panel channel, but you say you diss me for, you know what, Reeks? Honestly, I promise you, boo, my nigga, I would have been in your shit had I known you been live. No shade, no tea. But I would have been over on the block, my nigga. Okay? Instead of over at the playground. Okay. That's for real. That's for real. But that's okay. I'm gonna watch the replay, boo. You know, I'm gonna watch the replay. I got you. But Libra, feel free to drop your link. Riggs, feel free to drop your link. What up, Shady Blue? Hey boo, how you doing? What's up? My moderators, as I tell y'all all the time, feel free to drop your links whenever when we are live, especially if you got a show coming up. You know, so feel free to drop your links. Now, when I was over at Lemons yesterday, for like the first hour and a half, no, it wasn't that long. I'm exaggerating. For probably the first 30 or 40 minutes, he was trying to figure out why he couldn't drop his StreamYard link. Because you know that nigga is a panel show. That nigga, he... Now, see, me personally, if I'm doing a show and I can't drop my link, it ain't going to get dropped. The show will go on because I do 90% of my shows I do by myself. And then at the end, I usually drop the link and say if anybody wants to come up. But I don't just start off, let's panel up. No shade, no tea. But that nigga, he for 45 minutes, he had people trying to help him and everything to drop that goddamn link, and it didn't happen. So what he had done was he ended that live and created a whole new live so he can drop the link. And I swear to God, he dropped that new damn show, and within the first 3 minutes, Big Dot was up there, some other motherfuckers up there. See, some people, they just, no shade, no tea again, no shade, no tea. But some people, they cannot do a show unless it's a panel show. And that's just real shit. But anyway, so while I was over there, for the little time I was over there before I started watching my the Lincoln Lawyer, because you know I'm hooked on that right now, like hooked on phonics. That is one of my favorite shows right now on Netflix, and it came out like 3 years ago, and so I'm just now watching it and enjoying it. But anyway, last night, Lemon, the part that I did hear on his first show before he ended it was that he was getting out the bag and coming off the porch about it to a lot of people. And that's cool and all. You know, he got issues with people. He claims people be disrespecting him. He claims he's been too nice. And what up? Is that my boo Be Easy? What up, Be Easy? What up, Be Easy? How you doing? You said I rarely do panels. Thank you. I feel like you're not a true content creator if you can't hold it down on your own motherfucking channel. That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. There's content creators, and then there's platforms where you allow other people to create your content. Again, no shade, no tea. But he claims that he's been too nice, too forgiving. He's not taking any disrespect anymore, and anybody can get the smoke. And he also said he's not going to change his ways. I guess Lemon is tired of people coming at him and telling him try to change his ways. You know, telling him, quit coming on live drunk as fuck. Quit disrespecting your supporters. Quit doing this. Quit doing that. Quit falling asleep on your shows. Quit, you know, just all these different things that we have witnessed him doing. He said he ain't changing for a motherfucker. And if you don't like how he acts on his panel, on his show, or if you don't like his behavior, then you don't have to watch. He said, when I'm bored, I go watch some porn. Did he get it all? Did he smoke a cig? And then like Pinky in the Brain, he go take over the world. That's what Lemon said when he's bored. So some people need to try other shit, basically, if they are bored with him or don't want to watch him or something like that. This nigga said he take over the world, and the first thing I thought of was Pinky in the Brain. Y'all remember that cartoon? What up? How you doing, Pandy? How you doing, boo? What up, Very Carey? How you doing? Yes, he said he be taking over the world after he run one out. Child, that shit all took me out. That but he also said, because he was you know, he was mentioning people's names, right? So I guess one of the people who he said be trying to treat him, because that's what he said. A lot of people be trying to treat him like he's their son and like they're his parent, right? So one thing he had to say to Brookie Brooke, he said, I fuck with you, Brooke, but your husband, he out of pocket. You know, him trying to tell him how to be on YouTube is basically hypocritical because of, you know, the past things that Brooke and her man, you know, things that they might have had going on, you know, the plays and, you know, putting all their business out there, their marriage business, you know, things like that. So Lemon was like, you know, he ain't the right one. He ain't, you know, the right message, but maybe the wrong messenger type of thing. I guess that's where Lemon was going. But even still on the wrong messenger type of thing, he's not having it. He's not taking it. He don't want no advice. And the thing about it is, you know, from day one, I've never allowed anybody to run my show, run my panel, tell me what the fuck to discuss and what not to discuss. I never had that issue either, but every now and then I'll run into somebody who had an issue about something I had or somebody I had on my panel or something like that. I don't believe you should let anybody tell you what to do on your panel or your show because they're not paying your Wi-Fi, your internet, your electric bill, none of that shit like that, right? And so, and they're not playing your StreamYard, you know, that shit $50 now. That shit $50, okay? And I feel him on that. But on the other hand, Lemon has lost so many damn channels. He's on like channel number 5. And it's because he's behaving the same way over and over and over and over again. And Lemon has made so many enemies on here that he's going to probably continue having to make. This nigga is going by Jordan Dash. Jordan Dash. And they talking about that sound like a stripper name. I don't know if Malik, I don't know if they're beefing. I don't know if you want to call it beefing, but he did say, you know, he wants all the smoke. He said he wants all the smoke. And he's going by Jordan Dash now. He done lost so many channels and people is trying to continually report him to YouTube for recirculating content or channels that you know, he's Jordan Dash. The fuck? Jordan Dash. We supposed to call this nigga Jordan Dash. They will call him by his real government name before they get used to calling him Jordan Dash. But I'm just saying. Very Carey says she ain't paying for. You know what? I'll be thinking about it too sometimes, especially when I be taking long hiatuses. I'll be forgetting. You know how you take a hiatus from using something, be it Netflix, be it Hulu, be it StreamYard, be it whatever, be it a gym membership, and you forget to cancel that bitch, and you just be paying on that shit. That's how I feel about StreamYard sometimes. But I had been doing pretty good since the beginning of the year, you know, trying to keep my content flowing to stay in the algorithm, because, you know, the algorithm will tell you to kiss their ass if you be off of here for too long. And what up, VS? How you doing, my love? What's up? What's going on? I was entertained and enjoying you, TMO. Of course, Jay Dunn, because it was her panel. All the people who was on the show this morning with Jay Dunn, I was enjoying that. I watched to the very end. Very, very good show. And shout out to you for, you know, VS do support a lot of people, you know, be it what some people say or how they feel about her. VS has always been a big supporter of a lot of people, and I love her, and I've always loved her, and I always supported her. But yeah, shout out to you, because she shouted me out in Jay Dunn's chat this morning, talking about my good commentary and, you know, stuff like that. That's my boo. That's my boo. Like, yeah, you definitely got to catch the replay. And we're going to get to that a little later, you know, about the support and shit over here, because that's why I mainly came live, because we hear that shit over and over again. But I do want to get into that. And again, I got the link dropped just in case anybody wants to join me. But let me get this out. Lemon, the things that he do on his platform, on his channel, is one of the main reasons why he gets disrespected and why nobody takes his ass seriously, and they think he's a fucking joke and a clown. And that's never going to change as long as he keeps displaying the same behavior. The minute he starts up a new channel because YouTube done snatched the last one, he's back on the same bullshit. It's like same show, different channel. You know what I'm saying? Same show, different channel. And so until you start respecting yourself on a public platform, people are going to keep disrespecting you. You have to demand respect, but to demand respect, you have to respect other people, and you have to respect yourself. And he doesn't respect himself at all. What does he call himself? He calls himself a fuck nigga. He calls himself a raggedy motherfucker. I will never call myself a raggedy motherfucker because I ain't raggedy. Ain't a goddamn thing about me raggedy, nor my lifestyle, nor my home, nor my vehicle, nor my children or my grandchildren. Nothing about me is raggedy. So until you start respecting yourself and putting more value and worth on yourself, then you're going to keep running into the same predicaments, running into the same drama, the same disrespect, and coming on here and cussing people out and telling them to stop disrespecting you. That ain't going to do a goddamn thing. And that's real shit. Because while he's saying that at the same time, he was over there talking about Envy and RNY, and he keeps calling RNY a tranny. Now, one thing I've never done is call people outside of their whatever it is they want to be. If you say you're a male, or the job I have, that's one of the things we have to ask people their gender. And sometimes they laugh and be like, especially if they got a real masculine voice, hey, I need help with this. And I got to ask them, what's your gender? Or a lady who you could tell is a lady. I mean, and you got to ask her for, and sometimes they be taken back like, bitch, you can't tell. And don't get them country ass white boys from down south. They show quick, I'm a man. I'm a man. That shit be cracking me the fuck up. But I will never call somebody out of their gender because of whatever reason. If you tell me you straight, you straight. If you tell me you gay, you gay. If you're trans, you trans. That's one thing I would never disrespect anybody on that level. But he has been calling her that for a minute. And he did not only say that, but he also said, if she is not a tranny motherfucker, then why does she need KY jelly? Because if she got a cat, then why does she need KY jelly? I mean, Lemon was over there calling Envy a albino meth head, loving motherfucker. Insinuating the fact that RNY is really born a man. Because remember when they first went live, when Envy and RNY blew up that was Envy and RNY internet that day, that whole week, that whole month. And RNY pulled out some KY jelly out of her bag. And a lot of people like, what the fuck you need with KY jelly? And I ain't trying to get in nobody's bedroom, but there are other uses for KY jelly, even if you are a woman, for women who like to play that game, who women like to experiment, be experimental. And that's their option. That's their, hey. My freak level pretty high. So I will never judge anybody else's freak level or what they use in the bedroom because I like toys and I like all that shit. I done bought so much shit from Candy Coated. Y'all know who Candy is. Candy. Oh, KY jelly is basically something that makes it easier to access certain areas. I'll put it like that. Okay. I'll put it like that. Now, I could name other things too, but then we'll be getting too graphic. And that's for a grown folks show, which we ain't had in a minute, Rig. So I need you to tune that up. We need to have another grown folks show soon. But anyway, Lemon was like, I'm unleashed, I'm unhinged, and he's not changing himself, and he wants all the smoke. Now, also a little bit that I saw on there, because he's real upset with Envy, and he's real upset with RNY, and I don't know the whole story behind it, but I don't know. I don't know how Envy, because today is the next day. So I don't know if Envy and them got a show, but if I was to hear him talk to me about that, I would really be upset. Like, you continually calling me a man, and I'm a woman. I'm 100% woman. In my Miss Chalet voice, 100% woman. So I would be really upset with that. But moving on to this Mia chick, which is going to move us right into Jay Dunn's show that she did today and the topics they discussed. Mia, I don't really know her. I watched her a few minutes here, a few minutes there. I don't really know her, so I can't really say nothing negative about the girl. I don't. One day I woke up and it was Mia. She's so beautiful. She's so pretty. She's so this. She's so that. The guys like her. The guys trying to get with her. The guys. I'm like, who is this Mia? Who they talking about? I had no idea. And I'm like, what up, Patricia Alexander? How you doing, love? You said foreplay can make that thing juicy. I'm on mute. Yeah, it can make that thing juicy. But we talking about other things that some people like. Okay. But okay, Riz. Moving right along. Those are for the grown folks shows. Okay. Okay, say right. Okay. Did I miss anybody? Hey, Just Andrea, how you doing, beautiful? What's up? What's going on? Make sure y'all liking and sharing the video. What up, TSW OCV? Good afternoon. So this Mia, I really don't know her, so I don't have anything to say about her. I heard some people say she was too. Okay, let me just skip all that bullshit. Okay, like I said in Jada's chat. It ain't nothing about hate. To me, it's not. I will never hate another content creator just because they might be doing something in the sector that people like or appreciate or nothing like that. You know, do your thing, do your thug thizzle. Everybody wants to grow their channel. Everybody wants support. A lot of us ain't on here just because we're bored at home and this is an outlet. A lot of people are on here to make maybe a side job career out of this, you know, get a little money. You know, let's just keep it a hood, keep it a buck, right? Keep it funky. And so some people do come on here and they do take their channel seriously, which is why I was saying earlier that nobody will start taking Lemon seriously until he starts taking his channel seriously. But when it comes to this Mia, a lot of people are like, people hating on her because she's pretty. Like, she the prettiest bitch we'd have never seen. Again, I ain't got nothing bad to say about her. But we done seen pretty chicks come and go in this sector, and it's not about that to me. To as far as hate, and that's why I said that in Jada's chat, it's not about the hate, and it's not about the women or the men. For most of us, it could be a whole nigga up in this motherfucker. When all the people started merging over here, how many of them did y'all see on my panel? They'll be hitting my link when they see my numbers up. They would hit my link because that's what they do. They hit the links of the people who are the biggest hitters in the sector. And I'm not the biggest hitter, but there's been times when my numbers was really high in my chat and some of them people was trying to hit my link because they wanted to get some press. They wanted to get some play. They want to be on somebody's panel and get noticed. And I wasn't with the shit. I don't know y'all motherfuckers. I treat YouTube just the way I treat my real life. You just can't come into my house and I don't know you just because you moved in next door or across the street. You know what I mean? So a lot of times it's just the fact that people allow people into our sector and they pump their heads up and they push people to subscribe to them and get them their numbers and all this kind of shit. It's not always about male or women, because I hear people say a lot of times that the women over here only support the men, but then we see a lot of women over here lifting these men's up like they the best thing since sliced bread because the men are supporting them, usually by way of some coinage. So it's not always about people over here hating on people. I don't think nobody really hating on that girl. But one thing we have to be honest with is she is using the sector to build her channel. And for the people who keep saying she ain't doing that, then why is you all, come on now, we know how the game goes. Because if you ain't using the sector to build your channel, you just come up in here and turn on your Wi-Fi and turn on your computer and you pop your shit. But we know what it is and what it's giving. Now her channel, you know, is growing. She already had like subscribers when she came over here. So it ain't like she had that much to go to get monetized or anything like that. But I hate when people say they coming over here, oh, I'm not even doing B sector shit. I'm not even doing B sector shit. So That shit is always crazy. Yeah, I noticed that there's no content over there. And she's like, I'm going to be doing other type of content. And I noticed that MV pushed her and R&V together. I mean, R&Y together. And they got a show coming up called Girl Talk. That's all cool and dandy. They got a show called Girls. Shout out to the people who do shows together. You know, Riggs and I have been doing our show for almost a year. Next month is our co-host anniversary for, you know, From the Block to the Hood table. And did we get some guests in the chat? You said you do music. Oh yeah, Sophie said you do music only. Yes, we the best Sunday show. We the best Sunday show. Okay. And I'm gonna always speak highly of our show. Okay. 200, and that's crazy to me because she ain't going on no date. Who the fuck? And see, I don't understand these dating shows either. I don't understand these dating shows. You paying somebody some money to do a dating show, but they ain't gonna never meet in person. And I said that too over on J Duns. Like, the craziest thing to me is when people on here who barely know each other seek to meet them in a public place, a public location, regardless what city it's in. I mean, to me, if I'm meeting somebody, I gotta really trust you. I gotta have some shit going on with you behind the scenes. Like, we really cool. Like, we really friends. Like, we really, it's not just no beef sector or no YouTube shit. And, oh, you guys, let's go out of town and make content. Hell no. I don't get it. And then as far as the flyer goes, there's some shit about that VS too, because she sent pictures to Shish Trish to use, you know, she was like, just select whichever you want, you know, to put on the flyer. And Shish Trish told her a particular picture was really unprofessional or was too provocative or something like that. I ain't even seen the picture. I don't know what the picture, but I would love to see the picture for people to be saying that she looks like a hoe. Somebody said the girl looked like a hoe in the picture. That was used after Shish Trish said, I don't think you should use that pic. Now, there was this big thing the other day on Envy's panel, and the girl hit the panel because she wanted to express her real feelings, her true feelings about the picture. And she was trying to say she wasn't upset that Trish used the picture because it was one of the pictures she sent. And so what she was upset about, which I don't understand why nobody on the panel, why nobody on the chat, I don't understand why they couldn't get what the girl was saying. She wasn't upset that Trish used her picture. She was upset because Trish was like, hell no, I ain't using that. I ain't using that one. That one is too this. That one, nope, it's not professional. Nope. And then Trish used the same picture on the advertisement, even though her and Lemon, Trish and Lemon, ain't even cool no more, they say. So Mia was like, this is like false advertisement for one. Why is the flyer even being put out there when Shish Trish and Lemon ain't even cool no more? And I don't even ask me why they ain't cool, because I can't keep up with the friend one day, not friend the next day, beefing one day, on each other panel the next day. That's something I've never done. I never will fall out with somebody on here, like a really bad fallout where we totally disrespecting each other, doxing each other, anything like that, and then we friends again. I know it's YouTube. But that's something I just won't do. It's fuck you and fuck you. And next year it'll be fuck you. Okay. But hold up, is this Just Andrea back? I'm sorry, Just Andrea. I was looking at something else. I didn't see you, boo. Hey, love.
Hey, how you doing today?
What's up, boo? How you doing?
No, because the thing is, if she sent Trish the picture, okay, that's my logic. If she sent her the picture, she said use whatever picture you want. Why send the picture then? Because I'm confused now.
Say that again. Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
She sent Trish the pictures. She said she sent her a variety of pictures, and right. She said use whatever picture you want. Then, if she didn't want that picture to be sent, why sent it then?
No, she didn't. She didn't say she didn't want that picture to be sent. She didn't want that picture to be used. That's the thing that people are missing. She sent her all these pictures and said choose the best one.
Okay.
So it was an option to be chosen, but after they decided they're not doing this thing or they're Trish and Lemon and fell out, or they arguing now, and the show is not going to go on. Trish puts a flyer out with that same picture that she forbid basically the girl to use.
Oh, okay.
So Trish was the one who said, no, we're not using that. That's nope. And then Trish uses it.
See, that's
weird.
That's weird, and that's too many damn games and too many. See, that's the fuck shit I don't watch. I'm really big on energy, and this is why Lemon keep losing his channel, because he doing the same thing. Not only he's been tearing up channels this week, he's been cussing, he's been acting a damn fool. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with him?
And see, and that's why I started off this morning with him talking about he's going to continue doing what he's doing. He don't want nobody to tell him how he's run his show. He wants people to respect him. He's not taking no more disrespect. And I was saying, basically, if he doesn't respect himself or his own channel, stop calling himself raggedy and a fuck nigga and all this kind of shit, ain't nobody going to respect him, and he's not going to keep no channels.
Exactly. So to me, Lemon is called the definition of insanity. He keep doing the same thing when he get the same results, losing his channel.
Absolutely. And VS said, or if you drag and they come show up. Yep. And Very Carey said, but the same thing they liked him a year ago, they hate him for now. Yep. And very
maybe the year ago they liked the Lemon, because I will keep it 100. I told you, when I watch Lemon, I'm laying in my bed, time to go to sleep because I got work in the morning. So that's when I'm watching Lemon, because I need something to put me to sleep, and pretty much that's why I watch Lemon at nighttime. So I'm just saying,
hey Bobby,
he ain't changed, he ain't got no better, and he ain't learned no damn lesson.
Bobby said, Mia who?
Right.
And thank you, Sophie. Thank you. I know I saw it somewhere. I think you sent a super chat. There it is. Thank you, boo. Thank you for donating to the goals. Okay.
So but the thing is, I did notice this. I mean, I'm not tripping, because I got my over my 1,000, but I had to go out of other areas of YouTube to get that help. But what I don't understand, we back in the day, I remember we used to put each other's lives on our community wall, help each other out. We used to support each other, and I don't know where it has changed, but we don't support each other.
It's changed because of the money. Money has become more easier to achieve in this sector, and it came with the in crowd, the clicks, the things like that. Like they say, how people one minute people will say people got to go through them. The next minute people say, oh, ain't nobody got to go through me. But, the people who've been here for years, we see what goes on in the sector. And it's so easy. Somebody could pop up right motherfucking now that we don't know from Adam, and they will have a whole motherfucking monetized channel within weeks because of people pushing them. But then, like they were saying on Jay Dunn's show this morning, and in the past, like people who've been here, there are people, like they mentioned Pretty Chocolate Girl. You got a little feedback, Andrea, so I'm gonna mute you while I'm talking. They mentioned Pretty Chocolate Girl this morning, how Pretty Chocolate Girl has been trying to get monetized. I didn't even know that Pretty Chocolate Girl wasn't monetized. So let me see if I can find her link. If anybody can find Pretty Chocolate Girl's link, please drop it in the chat, because they were mentioning different people who need the support, who be supporting, and it's no secret that I've been supporting a lot of people for years in this sector, and certain people brought it up in Jay Dunn's show this morning that the Hood Table supports everybody, and it's true that a lot of people just like me support everybody, like people who be in your every single chat, people who support your memberships, people who super chat and cash app, them be some of the same ones who can't even get to 500 subscribers, and they be over there on their very own, like 10, 15 people in the chat, like I do sometimes. And it be the very people who supporting the most that can't get the same type of support. It's crazy. And then somebody mentioned how Lemon don't support others until his channels get snatched. And we know all that's true. When Lemon's channels get snatched, he be panel hoeing all over the B sector.
Right, and he ain't never been in my chat. But the thing is, but when Lemon got his channel struck or took it away, what was everybody doing? Putting his channel on the community wall, telling them to help Lemon get over his 1,000. But was they saying the same thing about us back in the day? No, they wasn't.
See, back in the day, back in the gap, that's what we did. We made sure everybody got their 1K. We made sure everybody got they watch hours. We made sure we dropped links. We allowed subbies to drop their links and shit. That was before people couldn't do that too. Remember, anybody could be able to drop a link in the chat. Remember that? And so now only the moderators can do it or the content creator. But back in the day, somebody ain't got we will be in their live all day long. We would be running they playlist. We would be, remember how people used to have every fucking TV, every cell phone in their house running somebody's videos?
Right.
That's what we used to do. I was there for that shit. I got like 7 or 8 TVs in my house. And I had my phones. My sons who used to live here, I used to take their phones when they weren't using them, like if they were on their video games. And I'd be like, can y'all just let this play? And they'd be like, all right, Mom. They didn't know what the fuck was going on. All right, whatever. And we would just turn the volume on. I had my laptops on. I had everything, like everybody. We did that for people. And then once people start getting all this money and all that kind of shit, it seems like people only want certain people to succeed. And I'm just being honest.
You're right.
I don't know who the hood table is. And I'm not trying to be, I'm compared to a lot of people on here, I'm a smaller YouTuber. But when I hear people say I ain't never heard of hood table, and I'm everywhere in everybody's chats, and I'm on my way to 9K, bitch. And you ain't heard of the hood table? No, you just don't want to support the hood table, and that's all good and motherfucking dandy. But don't say you ain't never heard of the hood table. When I done had some very controversial conversations over here, I've been hit 1K before. I mean, come on now. If you don't want to support, you don't want to support. But don't say you don't know who somebody is. That's the same as telling somebody I don't watch somebody. I have said many times. I might even support somebody. I might not hit their like or send them a Cash App or even subscribe. But I'm a commentator. I'm a YouTuber content creator. And for me to effectively and correctly and unbiasedly do commentary, I have to watch a lot of people. And I'm going to watch the ones who I don't even subscribe to. I will never sit here and say I don't watch them, but then I'm doing commentary on them. No, I'm not. I've never been a one-sided content creator, and that's the problem too. Back in the day, we weren't one-sided content creators. Now we always trying to pacify motherfuckers, and we don't want to speak on certain shit because we don't want to fall out from certain clicks. If I'm lying,
you're right. You tell the truth. You're right about that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna be I'll subscribe to your channel. I'm not doing no membership. I'm sorry, I can't do a membership because my kids' sports activities cost too damn much. So I can't do a membership. But I'll subscribe to your channel. I'll pull up and watch your videos, and I will leave a comment, and I'll watch your lives. But I'm not gonna do membership. It's too many channels. It's too many channels to do membership at everybody's channel. I'm not doing no membership. Be mad you want to.
I get it. And what's up, VS? Hey, boo.
Hey, everybody. Okay, this is going to be on topic, but maybe left field. Because I got a lot of flack earlier because I was saying some controversial stuff about the brown paper bag and skin color and all this stuff or whatever, you know. But I looked over at Trish's community wall just now. And I don't know, she reposted the flyer. Maybe that's the flyer that she was going to put out and she didn't put out. And I see that, you know, Lemon was complaining about the look that she gave him. But I see she made Mia very light skinned on one picture and then made her black and white on the picture where she just got the panty and bra on or whatever. I guess she got the t-shirt and panties on, or type picture, I think that's the picture that she wants to post. But if these guys like her or to get attention, because MU had all these dudes. So she actually getting MU leftovers. Like, it's just weird to me. But I'm just like, did Trish do that on purpose? Like, were these pictures already like whitewashed out, to make her look more light skinned or black and white? Like, did she do that on purpose? Or
I'm just now looking at it, VS, because I was looking for this picture.
She don't look like that.
She don't look like that. Either Mia took that picture that way, and Trish, or was sent to Trish that way, or Trish.
Yeah, I can't see Trish making this girl light skinned, because she didn't do a lot to Lemon's picture, the way he was acting like she changed the picture. Because when they showed the original picture, I was like, that kind of looked like the regular picture. I look like she just put it up there.
Why does Lemon every picture he's covering one eye?
I thought he covered the whole head and just had the lips out.
I don't understand that. Did the boy ever aspire to be a model?
But you can tell that's a very young picture. That's not a recent picture. He's way thicker than that. Got way more weight on him.
Well, he got that one, with the red mask too, and that's more recent. He still has that one arm over his. I'm like, where did he get this pose from? I don't know.
In my opinion, I'm gonna tell you, my opinion, he's hiding something he don't want the audience to see.
It's something at the top of his head. It's something going on at the top of his head, and then but we've already seen the eye. He has a wandering eye. So
yeah, they did say something about his head.
Yes,
why he always wear do-rag.
Mm-hmm. But people like him for him, though. If he could just come out or just show himself, people have already seen him and they still like him. I don't know why he won't accept people like him for who he is.
I don't understand either. I mean, the thing about Lemon with me is the man, if he actually, and I'm not trying to mama him, because that's what he thinks people are trying to parent him. I'm not trying to mama him, but you could really have a you could have the largest subscribers in this whole sector if you just changed and tweaked certain things. Like, he gets the numbers, he gets the subscribers, he gets the support. The man had $10,000 of cash apps, and he showed proof of that. Yeah. I mean, but you're killing yourself by coming on here. You're killing yourself two ways: by coming on here constantly drunk and having your channels removed over and over again, and then you're still killing yourself liver wise and alcohol wise. But again, I'm not trying to mama you, but it's going to take him to start seeing himself differently from the inside out, for him to keep his channels and keep his channels stable and continue to get support instead of a lot of hate and instead of a lot of enemies. Because we know with the B sector, y'all might hear my dryer buzzing, but with the B sector, there comes enemies. That's just natural, right? But he has the most enemies in this sector. And I'm even talking about you. I'm talking about the Jay Wilsons. I'm talking about I'm talking about a lot of motherfuckers. He has the most enemies I have ever seen. Like, he's on channel 5.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this morning a person actually showed the receipts of who's been flagging him.
Was that one guy? What's his name? I heard some. Damn it! Did I?
Smooth Carter?
Like that? No, not only Smooth Carter, it was somebody else. It was somebody else. Did they say their name? What they say it was? Because I can't remember. And
I don't want to say their name for legal reasons.
Oh, well, hit me. You know how you can hit me. Hit me on the back end.
No, I'm gonna do the private chat.
Yeah. But I'm
about to leave. So
as far as all right, boo. Thank you, Jessica Gray. You know I love you, boo.
Okay, drop me down, okay?
Okay, I got you. No.
Yeah.
No.
He showed the receipts.
Who showed it?
He showed it. He showed the receipts.
What?
Yeah, because he had because Lemon had Sonny, Ken, and some other people on the panel dragging him.
Oh wow! You know, old boy who I think lost his channel this morning, had somebody to go out and send up the smoke signals for him to come over and try to help get him tips on how he can get the strike removed, because this will be the third one for him, and it's all of them has been reused content. And so I think
I took a lot of reused content down as well. I just been using my own stuff at the end of the day. I'm just,
Yeah. I have always been a fan of not using other people's content. Now, news, that's one thing. Public news, that's one thing. Like when I struck Goose and somebody hit my chat like 2 days later because I was reviewing the news. And they said, "Oh, how you gonna strike him? And you got the news playing." I'm like, if that ain't the dumbest shit, I don't know what the fuck I said in on BS. But I was like, you know that you can play the news on your chat. Come on now. What the fuck?
You still have the right to say yes or no to somebody else playing yours. And if the news got a problem with you playing theirs, then you let them do what they do. If they got a problem.
Exactly. That's like when I had covered that big story in our city. I think you were here for that, BS. And the news came to me, like 10 different news stations came to me, emailing me, calling me, showing up at my door with cameras saying, "Can we use this clip from your show on YouTube?" And I was like, word? I still got that video up, but it was Oriental Trading here. One of the employees had put a noose on a black man's desk because they were beefing. And it ended up going it was so viral. And I got the opportunity to interview the relatives of the man. And also, I had all the footage and everything, the noose and everything. That's how I got out in the news, was because of my YouTube channel.
But that's why I was telling people, I was like, you actually got real content. I mean, like my interviews and all that stuff in the different sectors of the celebrity, I just put them on private for now, just save it for later or whatever, but people actually got real content out here. Real stuff that's going on. Yeah. That's why I'm like, how people just come in and make money off of doing fake dates and stuff. Like, I don't know, today I just felt like saying something. I've been quiet on a lot of stuff, but I'm just like, this is just ridiculous.
Well, the thing about it is, whenever you do come out, whenever you do hit on some B sector shit, you have so much memory and knowledge and experience from the sector that everything that you speak about on here, it'd be like facts. It'd be like, you don't come on here putting 20 on 10 about the shit that, just like Jay Dunn and just like a lot of other people who've been here forever. Like I love how Mother always say, don't rewrite history. When it comes to that type of shit. So y'all don't be rewriting history. And that's why when me and Drea was just talking about the support we used to provide back in the day, like I'm telling you, one day I just woke up, Mia. I'm like, who is Mia and why we got to get her to 1K? I'm like,
that's what I saw today. I'm like,
yeah.
And I looked over there, I'm like, she ain't even showing nothing. Like, what?
Yep. And I was like, the first thing I thought was, is this a subscriber that's been around here and I just don't know that they starting a channel? Hey, even a subscriber from around here. And that's the shit that a lot of people be like, that's some bullshit. Y'all just bring motherfuckers from other sectors and push numbers and push them in our face. But y'all won't do that and Carrie said something in the chat earlier. She said there are people who have mod sticks in people chat, and the content creator won't support them and help them get to their 1Ks. But you'll help a whole random motherfucker come over here and help them to get 1K for them to shit in your motherfucking face. Okay? Piss in your face and call it rain.
But I also understand they were saying, well, why are we mad about this girl, but y'all don't say about the guys? I've said something about the guys too. I said something about the Umar guys too. When they was trying to give me money to come on my platform, I said no.
Yep. And I've said that earlier, VS. I said that earlier. I said it's not about the hate. Remember, I made that comment in J Dunn chat. I said it's not about the hate, and it's not a guy versus female thing, because a lot of us, when they was coming over here, we said, fuck that shit. I don't care how good you look. I don't care how much money you drop. No. It's a no. Yeah. It's a no. I don't know you. I don't know you like that. I don't know what your intentions are. And they was coming over here one by one and sometimes in droves. And we already know why people come to this sector, because they feel like they could leech off of a lot of our supporters.
They call a B sector stupid openly. I mean, they dumb over there, some dummies. Let's go over to get some money.
Yep, absolutely. So even with this Mia, who they talking about, she's not over here for B sector content. I'm like, but she's on all these B sector panels.
Exactly. And then we just found out her and the Miss O had a beef. her and Brooke had a beef. Her and Audio fell out. Then she went over to Lemon. You know what I'm saying? So no, she is around. This is beef sector.
And then she beef with Pizza, or am I wrong?
Exactly. No, you're right. Yep.
So like you're around here beefing and shit. If you're not trying to be a part of the B sector, why even beef with people in the B sector that you really don't even know? Like it don't make sense.
Yeah, I don't mind. I'll be the villain. I don't mind them calling me a hater. I just know I'm gonna do what I need to do, or say what I need to say, or do content on what I need to do content on as far as this situation right here. If the people continue to let her in, then they're gonna let her in. But at least I can say, hey, I said this on this day. I put it out there. It ain't just about the guys, because I said the same thing about the guys they was letting in. But what can you do? You know, when the guys was coming in, I mean, that's when you had certain content creators. They, you know, they had the gate. You know, they had to lock and key on the gate. So what really can you do?
And fake dates are crazy, Riggs. And thank you. Riggs said this is a great fucking live. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody in here. Make sure y'all please like and share the video. And a lot of people didn't know she had all them beats. I didn't know she had all them beats too.
Yeah, but they told me she knew. They told me she knew. She just came.
I think she knew. I think a lot of people play dumb. Like, what do you think about her, VS, when she said that one day that when she checked her analytics, she didn't realize that 99% of the sector was women? And people like, what?
But if 99% of the sector is women, why aren't you in talks with women? Why aren't you on the women's platforms? You get what I'm saying? Like, if that's the case, how do you find so many men in the sector that's dominated by 99.9% women?
And you don't even really know the sector.
Not wanting to come around certain people because you have a motive? Is that a reason why you're around these guys, the so-called dating show, or this t-shirt and panties on,
and you're fresh?
You got going on, like,
you're fresh, you're new over here, and you're already going on dating shows. That is just weird. That is just weird. And like I said earlier, it ain't that people are hating on the girl. It ain't. I don't have nothing to hate about her. I don't even know her. But just don't lie and say you're not over here for what you're over here for. Because then people were saying that she. Did I hear you say that she ain't really from the street sector?
Well, someone text my phone and said that she got a moderator stick on Marcus. He got that large
Marcus.
Yeah. And, all the girls are chasing him now.
And I don't know why. He just let me leave that alone. He just looked like he would give me something. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
Well, he always said he was having actual relationships with the homeless,
with homeless women, with prostitutes, with
him and son had a relationship at one point.
I heard he had one with her too. But that is crazy. They said Oct is the one who was flagging them. That is wild to me.
Well, I'm just saying he put some receipts out. So I mean, letting them know, because I guess he got upset. He got teed off, We're having those people on that platform.
Right. And it's okay, Bobby. I'm the same way. I don't want to say I learned a lesson, but I didn't mention it before, that over the years, I've learned to not support so heavy. That's what I learned over the years, because I learned that you can support people heavily and they will not return that support. And we all know we can't watch everybody every time. It's just too many of us.
Yeah.
It's only 24 hours in a day. But I do try a lot of times to be in people's chats who have low numbers, small numbers, small chats. I mean, we support the fuck shit too, like you said, the chaos, but I just think it's unfair to people who've been here for years, heavily supporting people, and then they don't get the same support. And just like Very Carey said, you can have a mod stick. Why ain't they trying to get your numbers up if you got a mod stick in their chat? I've been telling my supporters this for years, BS. If you a mod in my chat, you can drop your link down whenever the fuck you want to, especially if you have a show coming up or something coming up. You know what I'm saying? I've always been like that. Shit, let's get them numbers up. And you know how many people I done helped? I know you have too. But I done helped a lot of people get their numbers up. I helped Charlie. I helped Very Carey. Very Carey can vouch for you in here. I helped a lot of people get their numbers, get to 1K. And it's people that I know, that I see every day, people that support me and I support them. Not no motherfucker coming over here from a whole nother realm. And that's the difference between a lot of us.
And where are they finding these people at, or the people finding them? So I don't know. It's strange, but I reached out to some scratchers, some people who I know in the street sector who be, on that BS, and they was like, man, we don't know that chick, we don't know her, and then the person messaged me back and said, oh, she a moderator for Marcus. I'm like, oh, okay, so then she went from Marcus to the audio and Ken, and then and then they making mention she with the what's the guy name who was with MU at one point.
Envy, yeah,
she with him, and so I'm just like,
Yeah, you hear that Envy pushed them to the idea between his girl RNY and Mia to do a show together, Girl Talk, and I guess they're gonna do it on Sundays, the same days that Riggs and I have been going live with our show for the last year, by the way. Again,
but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give them a
choice next month.
No, hold on. So tomorrow they're doing their first show. I'm gonna look over there, and if it's entertaining, I'm gonna leave it alone. If it's not, I'm gonna do commentary on it. I'm gonna look. I don't know what they're gonna be at, but I'll find it. I'm gonna see. Let me see what y'all talking about.
And that's what I said too. Hey, there's some people in the chat who heard me say this. I said even if they go the same time we go, I'm still going to support the show if it's a good show. I'll just watch the replay. I'll just watch the replay. If it's not
no panel sitting up on letting people come on the panel and take over, are y'all gonna do a real talk show? Now here we go. Remember, Deanna and April and Heidi, they had the show, talking about women's stuff or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They had a gossip show type thing or whatever. So I wonder if they're gonna have a setup like that, or are they just gonna be having guys come up on the platform asking them freaky questions or something? Because what I'm getting is she trying to do some Freaknik stuff from what she wearing and all that stuff.
Oh, well, I had discussed it the other day about some of the topics that were supposed to be discussed. Like, so it's called Girl Talk. So some of the stuff was like self-care, dating, trauma, healing, dating high value men, blended families, natural versus bought.
They didn't high value men, but we got to pay $250 for a pot for them to go on a date. They done lost already.
I mean, it's a lot of things on here like exercising, addiction, spiritual. It's a lot of different shit that Envy had posted that they might be discussed. A lot of different shit. So I guess it's specifically things dealing with women, girls, society, maybe family, along those lines. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
Do RNY show herself? See, I know the name.
No.
I just don't know okay.
No, RNY doesn't show herself. She did when she first got with Envy, and they came live, and they was hitting people panels, and they came live together, and that was the reason, I believe, because they were live together and they wanted people to see them actually together.
And like in the same house together.
No, they were, when they went live for the first time. Remember, Envy had said, you might not know this, but Envy had said he was doing a vacation or meet and greet with, his supporters. And then come to find out, it wasn't a meet and greet with the supporters. It was just him and RNY meeting up for the first time. And basically, it was an announcement that they're together. So when they went live, they was live at clubs. They was live here. They was live there. And then they hit people's panels that night together. So they were they were at Envy's house. And they were together at his house, and they was both on camera together. So that was the only time I ever seen her on camera. I mean, if she has in the past, I just didn't see it. But that's one thing that me and Riggs and I, we set out from the gate. That was one of our rules, like together. If we're going to do a show together, we're going to be on camera together.
What?
Like, and he has always wanted that. Riggs was like, we got to be on camera, hood. Because Riggs always on camera since day one when he started his show. He's always been on camera.
Do you know?
And y'all done seen me a million times on camera, so y'all know what I look like.
Do you know what Envy stand for? The name Envy that he go by? What that stand for?
I have no idea. I have no idea. But did you see what Rick said about their show? He said it sounds Manosphere.
Yeah, it does. Because remember, this is a 99.99999% female sector, and probably 80% is LGBTQ. Let's just be real. You know, so it's like, who want to hear about ping and basketballs? You know, it's like most women don't want to hear that over here.
She was a fan of Kevin Samuels? That's what they said in the chat. And Bobby said, who's Kevin? He was somebody really, really heavy in the manosphere. Like that other dude. What's that other dude that came over here and Deanna dragged his ass, Tommy Sotomayor?
Oh yeah, got him.
Yeah. Oh, that was so fun. Yeah. Watching her drag that motherfucker. but
that's
yeah.
Beef sector though. That's like real beef sector. We weren't running from nobody, you know.
They didn't ran Tasha K out of here. They didn't run. The shit that happened with you and TS. I know that's all squash and everything, but people will dip their toes and then they be like, I'm backing off. I'm backing off.
And we also didn't mind getting struck and all. See, they wasn't used to getting struck and all that stuff, so they really was like, no, they was out.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, Taylor Made, how you doing? Yeah, he was a high value speaking guy, and he passed away while a lady was sitting on his face. God rest the dead.
It was something else to tell
you. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the show though, because I just want to, you know, I think, and then I even said the other day, I said I wish them the most success. I hope, because you know, VS, you know how shows go here. Some of them run for a minute, and then it's always some bullshit that happened. You know, and they fall out, and a lot of times it'd be really, really bad, right? So even from Envy's panel the other night, when Mia was on there trying to defend her reactions or whatever, it got a little spicy with Envy and RY, and it got a little spicy. And I was like, oh shit, is they gonna end this new show before it even gets started? Because I mean, I know I'm not the only one who could feel like the vibes. Like they was really trying to figure out why Mia was saying one thing and doing another, or backpedaling, pussy popping, or you know, I was like, oh shit, there's some good shit right here.
Now I'm just realizing Lemon messaged me on Instagram. If he go by Mr. Incredible.
Yeah, that's him. Funny. That's him.
And but you know, he was in my record. You know how if you're not friends with the person, they have you like in spam and all this stuff. He's saying, so drag me. I never dragged Lemon. I just said how I felt. See, at the end of the day, the hood table, there's a lot of stuff that I've done that you probably don't like. And but at the end, I'm still gonna be me. You can still say I like how she move on some things, but yeah, she can't take it too far. Like you ain't gonna nobody's gonna like everything I do.
I said that about a lot of people that I love, and I did not basically by name or nothing like that. But I said, matter of fact, we just had a conversation about that maybe 5 days ago or a week ago about liking people in the sector who may have done things that we don't like. We just discussed that. So there are people on here that I really like because it's just something that people give to me. You know what I'm saying? It's certain people on here that I'm really, really fond of that don't even like each other. But can't nan one of y'all say that I've ever went behind the scenes talking about the other one or dragging the other one or gossiping. I don't do that. I don't do that in real life. I don't do it on here. I don't care about no numbers, no click, no content, none of that shit. If I'm cool with you, I'm cool with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you go on here and you fucking drag somebody's baby or some shit like that, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, I'm not dragging him. Now, I did say I thought he was GAY because I in my heart I feel like he is. And that's not.
But a lot of people feel like that. I mean, his phone was on what's that thing that Jay Wilson be on? That gay site.
Oh, I know something. I can't even think of it.
I can't even think. Grindr.
No, it was another one.
Yeah, it was Grindr, and it was something else, and then. It's just certain things that people would make. But see, again, I won't say that he's gay. I'll just say that he behaves in a certain way and certain things might give people a certain vibe. But I never came on here saying he's gay. But, you know,
Yeah,
It
but
is
we
what it
could
is. So
also
when did
bring
he
up
send you?
before he went off on them on those people over there, before he defended me, he actually let them sit on his platform in December talking about that I was old boy had a picture of me, they was passing around, they was on the phone talking about me on Christmas and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Then when people started going at him saying, you know, VS ain't never dated that dude or talked to him online or gave him no picture, you wrong for that and all this stuff. Then he changed it and went off on that guy, the one whose name was in that back chat.
Oh yeah.
Then he went off on the guy, cussed him and the girl out. And I was like, oh wow, thank you. I appreciate that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I remember that. But
So
you
I'm
know,
just
when did
like,
he send you that message though?
56 minutes ago.
Oh, because you over here?
It's 56 minutes ago.
Because you hit the panel over here. What about, has it been that long? I don't think it's been that long, has it? Since you've been up here?
But it got to be because I was on Jay Dunn platform and then I got off and we've been off for like an hour or two because Rico was live for about an hour and I was over there. So I don't know, but I wasn't dragging him like that. If I was dragging him, I'd be like, how you got flagged or you don't have your channel. I'm not elated that he don't have his channel.
And I don't think I've ever dragged Lemon. Even today when I was talking about if he wants respect from people, because that's the main thing he was talking about last night, was he's taking no more disrespect, no more rudeness, no more. He said he's been too nice. He's been too respectful to other people. And so I literally said this morning at the beginning of my show that if he wants people to respect him, he has to learn how to respect himself. And with a lot of people giving him advice, he's like, I'm tired of people trying to parent me, mama me, son me, all this kind of stuff. I'm not going to change. And that right there is why you will never receive the respect that you want, because you literally, we know you ain't going to change. It's channel number 5.
Because if he make a change, he probably not going to have the same numbers and stuff. I mean, most content creators, we all talk about how when we switch content.
Are y'all cool on the same panel together?
Who's that?
Yeah, I am. I'm on business. I'm on business.
QI. It's QI.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I just want to make sure y'all, because I know y'all.
No, it's all good. No,
okay. Mm-hmm. I ain't never wanted to try to just,
No.
I actually, it ain't like people think, and it's like whatever. But anyways, let's move along.
It is what people think. I don't fool with you, and you don't fool with me. It go both ways.
I just want to make sure y'all not
currently. Let's not do. I don't want to do that.
Well, drop back down until I leave then, because I'm just saying you don't fool me and I don't fool with you. Because last I checked, you was reaching out to Jay Dunn talking about who my probation officer is and who the judge is.
Yeah, but you friends with Jay Dunn now?
Did I put my fist in your vagina?
No.
Lord.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I was fisting you.
No, you did not. No, you like I didn't want to go here. Let's not. Can we please not go here?
I have some good news for you. For the past 2 years, I doubled down on my God, and I haven't been in that lifestyle. Ain't looking to be in that lifestyle. I rebuke.
And I'm not mad at you either. I'm not. That's your choice, your decision, your lifestyle. I'm not mad.
It is my choice. It is my choice. And I I want to.
I salute. And like that's why I'm saying that I really don't have issues with you. I'm up here on business, and I really don't want to go there. I really appreciate you a lot, although I don't like all the things that we've gone through. I do appreciate you a lot. So I would like to leave it there, and let's get back on the topic, please.
Keep going, QI. And see, that's what I didn't want to. That's why I asked before when I.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to do that. What I'm trying to do is I asked you to come live because I think you're a mutual platform. I've always supported you, and we do need to say some things that can be unsaid. There's a lot of.
Hold on. You said you asked me to come live?
Yeah, I did in Jay Dunn's. I don't know if you saw it or not.
I didn't even see that.
I said that you would be the perfect panel for a town hall because you're very mutual.
I didn't even see that. That's why I was like,
It's okay. It's okay.
oh,
I always, and that's,
look at that, girl. And I went live. Ain't that some shit?
yeah. And I
Man,
came right on over here when I saw you live. I didn't know she was on the panel, but at the same time, I don't have a problem putting the past behind with her, because like I can't say everything has been bad with her. It's a lot of stuff that I didn't like. But then at the same time, I'm not Lemon. I'm not gonna go in on Sir King, when like I could be grateful to her for a lot of things too. It's a lot that comes with that, and I don't want to discuss that.
right? Yeah,
But
we're gonna leave that alone. And Dana,
yeah, I want to get to the topic at hand
all right,
and say the
give me
thing.
1 second. Let me give me 1 second. I just want to thank the supporters. Thank you so much, Dana, for the super chat. Thank you for supporting the goals. I really appreciate that, love. Thank you so much. And you guys, make sure you liking and sharing the video, please, and thank you.
All right. So one of the things I want to get on the topic of Lemon. So I listened to Jada's live. I was even in her chat, and I noticed she not brought up not one of my comments, but I already know like where that stems from, and that's a part of the problem with the B sector as well. Because I like, just like with her, I know who Jada is, and it's no biggie. It's no biggie, no bout. But here's the thing: when it comes down to Lemon knows what he does, and he's very manipulative. He always puts a woman in front of the game. And how do I know that? Because I was had Lemonade in charge, and I was so disgusted because they was trying to come in my sexual orientation and a lot of things with it. But I supported him based on the fact that he was beef sector, and I did think that other beef sector content creators, just like you, I support Deanna. It ain't. I don't know if it's one beef sector content creator that I don't support unless they don't come up in my algorithm, and I've never been subscribed. But I support all original beef sector content creators. But here's the thing, I realized the game that Lemon was playing on me, right? Because when I first went over there, I went over there and I was speaking out on how Lemon he brought up a passport, bro, just like Resto. He brought up, he brought up several, he kept bringing up these men that don't fit into the B sector dynamics, right? I know about these people because I've always drifted all about. I'm from several different sectors and different things, and I've always been outspoken. So I was speaking up in his channel, and I sort of became a gatekeeper to his channel. What Lemon did was, first of all, he played on my heartstrings, because people know that I've had a loss. I've had loss in my family, and so I thought his loss was more recent. And so I'm sad to say that I did support based on that. But then that's what makes me so angry, that when I realized that it was a play, it angered me. Cause y'all know, like, I ain't no behind the scenes person, no nothing, no nothing. Um, Other than the person that just dropped off the panel, you can't say I kissed nobody but. And you know, I don't know. I shouldn't, like, when I realized what he had, how he played me. Oh my God! When I realized how he played me, that's why I'm mad.
What specifically are you referring to for the people who might not know?
All right, so okay, I was over there supporting Lemon. Every time, a Kenzie X, all these people, they came straight at me. All these outsiders, they didn't want me being over there trying to give him guidance, because I was telling them that a lot of these people were leeching up off of him, right? And so they intended to wean me out, but at the same time, I didn't realize that he intended to wean me out because that was his agenda, right? All right. So, like, I got tired of arguing, being in the chat. People bring my name up. I go up to defend my own character, my own honor, or to try to whatever. And so, I'm too old for that. I got tired of the dysfunction. So, like, I didn't even want to be a part of the debate. But then when he made me a part of the debate, I was like, okay, let me do this right. So I went over and I started, you know, listening to a certain content creator's content. And then I realized I liked her content. And then I realized that, okay, I feel more comfortable over here. This is a peaceful place for me. He saw that. He saw me being over there more, and just like the jealous, envious person that he is, along with the fact that he was trying to bring Resto into the sector. Because here's the thing that people don't get. Lemon, like he tells y'all that Binary, Shakim, all of them, when they came over here, he gave them the blueprint. He told them what he knew about all of us, right? So they had an upper hand on B sector people. He told them where to go to Breeze, to offer them money, to go to Nest, to go to Pizza and offer them money. Now, the only person that I can say that really didn't just go wholeheartedly into it was Ness. But the pizza, that disappointed me because it was one time pizza didn't let no men on her panel.
I
So
remember.
it's
I remember.
like you're accepting money for these men, and you got to know these men agendas. A long time ago, and 2-3 years ago, I told y'all I heard this beach say, and this beach she always told y'all she was from the manosphere. She said that the manosphere is going to come and take over the B sector because they have no respect for the LGBTQIA. They have no respect for women, especially black women. And I started preaching about that, preaching about that, preaching about that every day. I was getting a lot of hate about that, but I preached about that. So much that they was like, "Oh, I'm the gatekeeper. Oh, you don't want these people like Miss T Velocity. QI, know you don't." No, because I know their agenda. I've dealt with them before. I came from I came from whatever, but it's just like simultaneously I was a part of several different communities. I was a part of the debate community, the B1 community, like because I came from the country community, and it doesn't mean that I'm pro black. People think I'm pro black. I am black, progressive, but not pro black because I'm an indigenous American Indian. So I'm more FBA than Pan African. They don't know what that means. I'll teach you about it later. But anyways, it's just like Lemon is running a straight game and he's making it happen. That's why he goes from panel to panel. Like Lemon hates when we talk about like the Heidi stuff and the Jay Wilson stuff came out. He jumped in front of it. He likes when the conversation is all about him, like he says, whether good or bad, because he's narcissistic.
But that's what I
Okay,
always recognized about him. And welcome back, VS. That's what I always recognize about him. And I'm gonna let VS speak before you go on.
yeah, go ahead.
He has stated in the past that he likes when he likes to be the center of attention. He said this out of
Right,
his own mouth. But yes, welcome back,
right.
VS.
Well, I want to know what channel did she go on that was peaceful that he was upset about?
What you mean?
You
Yeah,
said
because
that he
they
saw
asking in
you
the
on
chat
another
too.
channel that was peaceful.
I don't want to bring that up because that's controversial.
Well, so how we gonna have a real conversation if you're not gonna
All
let us
right,
talk
all
about
right,
the
all right,
peace?
all right, all right, all right. So like okay after for his debate to help him to win. I started, I'm a debater, so I started surveying his component, which was Mel Pandora. All right, and so while I was over there, I liked the content, and even after the debate, I still supported her, and he didn't like that, so he had to cause controversy. Plus, the whole game was to use me because that's what I heard. They was running the play because I told Nurse K and a lot of people who were back there in Discord about it. Because I only went back there in Discord for the debate to help him get ready for the debate. All right, and there's some cool people back there. And so when I realized that him and Resto was gonna run a play with me and Mel, I went back. I told him, I said, they about to run a play.
Mel
All
was the
right.
white lady, right?
Right. They about to run a play. And that's the only reason I'm close to her. That's how I got close to her because of the fact that, because the first thing, and when I found out about it, first thing I told her, I was like, I don't want no parts of whatever y'all doing. I don't want no parts. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, look, whatever y'all do in Vegas, and keep in mind that the Vegas stuff that they did was a repeat of what Lemon and Ness was supposed to do that play where Lemon was supposed to marry
Yeah,
Ness,
get married. Yep.
and so Lemon was supposed to do the same thing with the male. And I was like, and then some of the people in Discord told me that Resto came back there and told them, "Oh, QI gonna get mad." Why would I get mad when like me and Mel don't have that kind of relationship. They put that shit out here like we had that type of relationship when it wasn't that. And when it wasn't that. I just liked when I went over there, I liked her content. I liked some of the Mel has a different crowd from Resto. Resto now, Izzy, y'all know about Izzy, the vacuum cleaner thief and all that, the real, MAGA, the one that don't like brown and black crayons, the one that stole from the school system, the one that assaulted the little black boy. She's
Oh
the real
wow. No,
racist.
I don't know about that at all.
Well, it came out here, but people didn't pay attention because it, wasn't relevant. But the whole reason behind it was to push Resto into the sector, and he's in the sector. And what y'all think is just because these men and stuff like that look like they don't get along. You look at how Ghetto, and Lemon. Look at Envy and Lemon. All of it is a play. Like this beach said, the manosphere will take over the B sector because even when we start going back to B sector content, like I said, a perfect example, Heidi and Jay Wilson. And then I even promoted the content with Sean Bradley, with Deanna, and with VS because
Hold on
look,
one second, QI. Hold on one second. Is
all
this
right,
just me?
Hey, the hood table.
hey, just Kimmy.
Hey, Kimmy.
Hello,
Oh my gosh,
everyone.
you have been
I thought they said
missing.
Kimmy Page was
And
gone.
we worried about you. We worried about you,
Yeah,
Kimmy.
they just said their
I'm
page was
confused
gone.
now.
Yeah,
Child.
so yeah, I did hide my page. I did.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, they thought somebody tried to take you, try to snatch your shit,
You
child.
know what?
Yeah.
I've been very fortunate. I have never ever even had not one strike. Never. I've never had a strike. I've never lost monetization. I've never gone through any of that on YouTube. I just
Because
decided
you follow guidelines.
correct. And so yeah. No, but I'm here. I just didn't have content that I was interested in delivering. So I chose
Facts.
to just take the page away. I'm just not one of those people who is going to just get up here and blather just to blather. If I can't be funny and engaging and genuinely interested
Facts.
in what's been talked about, then I'm not going to do it. And I'm not going to charge people for a membership that I'm not engaged in. So
A lot of
I
people
just
live.
chose to step away altogether because I'm just not that interested in what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
I can understand that, but how's everything? You good though? Everything good? Just
I am
cool.
fantastic. I am fantastic. God is good. And I think that having a healthy balance of life outside of here
makes it very easy to transition outside of here.
Facts.
So while I still, miss a lot of the subscribers, I still watch a lot of y'all, including you. It was just time to step away. If I can't deliver what I came to deliver to when I first started my channel, then there's really no point. And you have to keep in mind when I came about. I mean, I was here during the Sean Bradley, VS.
You an OG up in this mug.
Yeah, I was around as a subscriber at the pinnacle of the beef sector, and so I just am from a different mindset, and what's happening now is just not
Acceptable.
There's no storyline.
It's no storyline. And I mean, what was so great before was you didn't even have to be a fan of somebody. VS would come on, VS would say what she would have to say,
Facts.
break it up, and then we would all go over to see who else was finna post a video.
Yep.
And then that person would post a video. And it was so juicy, and it was storylines, and it was interesting conversation.
It was natural.
And it was authentic, like literally these disagreements and these beefs and all that stuff was literally organic. This stuff was in real life happening right in front of our eyes. And now it's people sitting around manufacturing weird stuff and operating channels and not understanding the platform. They can't even function as real YouTubers, but yet and still they hold panels and they
can dish it. They can dish it, but they can't take it. Then they want to flag and take you out.
And I mean, and I just, it's just not interesting. You know what I mean? Like, what happened to the time when we could log on and you would laugh from beginning to end on a stream? There were streams that
all day
from beginning to end.
That's how it was, especially during the Rona. That's how it was.
Man, it was it. And now it's changed. We couldn't wait for videos and responses.
And just kidding. And y'all, everybody in the chat, thank you guys for supporting today. QI, you got feedback. I'm gonna mute you, QI. But yeah, thank you guys for supporting today. Make sure you like and share the video, please, and thank you. But we were just talking about how panels, like a lot of the people these days, they can't hold a panel by themselves, and they won't even run a show unless it is a panel. Like I was saying last night, Lemon spent 45 minutes trying to figure out why he couldn't drop down his link, and he ended the whole show because he couldn't drop his link. And it wasn't like he had a special guest or anything like that. It's a panel show. So you can't have the show without the panel. So then he live, and not even 3 minutes after that live, it was one boom, 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 hitting the panel. So that's a big difference from before in the past.
Right. And I'm from literally when I'm live, if somebody hits my panel, it sometimes will throw me off completely because I'm so accustomed to just delivering the show and genuinely watching other people and gleaning what I need to glean so that I can deliver a show. I don't know. Once it's interesting again and I'm genuinely interested in what's happening, then maybe, but I doubt it. It's just going in a different direction. I'm just not interested.
I understand. I absolutely understand. And I had said earlier that QI, you got some background. I'm gonna let you talk in a minute, but you got some background. But yeah, I was saying earlier that you can definitely tell who the real CCs are. And we're not even thinking about OGs and back to the 2017 or whatever. I'm talking about people can hold a panel for 1 to 2 to 3 hours by themselves and give some good ass content. And then we have people who basically have a platform to host their content. So it's one thing to be able to run your whole show by yourself and keep entertained. And then it's another thing, you got to have 5, 10, 15, 11 people on your show to have a show.
The subbies are complaining as well, but they need to take some responsibility because the people who they saying not giving real content are the people who they support and the people who they're paying.
Yep. Yep. Instead of
Amen.
supporting the I was gonna say the younger people, the people who've been here for decades. I mean, not decades, but for years, who have smaller channels, who are desperately trying to seek. I don't want to say desperately, maybe that's a bad word, but people who continually support the people in the sector, and they can't even get to 1K. They can't even get their watch hours, but they heavily been supporting a lot of people in the sector. Barry Carey said earlier in the chat, there are content creators who have mods with mod sticks who are still trying to reach their 1K and whatever and been a mod for years. And I'm like, so why aren't people like helping people anymore? Why don't we do this anymore? I don't understand. And it feels like, and that's why people say it feels like there's gatekeepers and it feels like there's people who don't want people to grow in the sector because that's not how we started. That's not how we was created.
No, it used to be that if you were interested and you had something interesting to say, then you just got up here and did it and you delivered. And now the bar has been set so low, and the subscribers, VS is 1,000% correct. The subscribers are 1,000% in control. You guys talk about being disrespected, but then you will go to a show where you're bought down for $5. Like
I don't
Talk
do that.
about the money. Talk about the money.
And I'm going to tell you the truth. I never even told people how many members I had or how much I was getting, but just know it was a major bag. And I never once accepted money to buy anybody down. People are only going to value you as much as you allow, as much as they see you valuing yourself. As long as you put up with shenanigans and fake beefs and $2, $5 buy downs, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get ass clowns up here.
I will never do that. I mean, I know it's a money grab, no shade, no tea, but I will never do that. I never was fond of that. There's no way I would invite somebody to my panel and actually allow you to hit the link and have a conversation with you. And then 5 minutes later, okay, they sent me $50. You got to go. Bye. Like, it's so
like they was buying Jay Dunn down for life, you know, like over the next 2 years. I'm like, what? Jay Dunn be
because they was killing off the beef sector.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that when they did her for life. Now, Jay Dunn, she knows I love me some Jay Dunn. I don't give a fuck how people feel. There's certain people on here I love, and I don't care what people say. I don't care what people say about our relationship. Like, VS, you know, they always come at me and you about our relationship. Oh, she's her guard. She's this. She's that. I'm like, y'all don't know what the fuck me and VS behind the scenes. Y'all act like we just behind the scenes doing all kind of fuck shit. Like, y'all don't. That's so ridiculous to me when people say that shit. But anyway, when it comes to this type of shit right here, when they did that to Jay, she knows. Jay has always been allowed on my panel. There's certain people like her, Happy Life, and certain other people that's always on my panel. You could never, ever pay me to drop anybody from my panel. The only way they will be dropped is if they've been disrespectful or, you know, something like that. But again,
and you do awesome content. You do awesome content, and they don't give you enough credit.
Well, and the other thing, too, is that do I want to say that? Nah, I'll chill.
Girl, go ahead and say it, child.
Say it, Iota.
The other thing, too, that gets me, though, is that they'll say, oh, well, that brings the numbers. That brings the numbers. Actually, I got more numbers than all of them that do that, and I never did that. VS can go live and get more numbers than all of them and not have to conduct herself in that way. So it's not a numbers thing, and it certainly is not a membership thing, and it certainly is not a support or money thing. I just never discussed how much I made. I never discussed how many members I had because it was irrelevant to me being able to deliver the content. It's just not how I move. But the reality of it is that until the subscribers take their power back, we're going to continue to have these types of clowns up here, period.
Yep. Like today, I got a lot of support today because, you know, I guess they feel like I'm beefing with this Mia lady. I'm just saying, who is she and where she coming from? And we got another person that's for the feast.
And that's what we all say.
That's it. But I got 6,000 views on that video. But I come on here talking about some positive. They're not going to support that.
Sorry, I just muted QI. She was feedback.
Yeah, they want to hear the mess, but I'm tired of doing the mess. I didn't did the mess, been in the mess, out the mess. I didn't, like, it's getting old. I guess, you know, a lot of us growing, like it's been
Exactly.
so. Mm-mm.
And
I
it's
mean,
exhausting after a while.
Mm-hmm.
Kimmy,
It
It
can
I
be
is.
literally
very
just
exhausting.
I've been working for 6 months. I just stopped on the 27th of last of January. But I had to sneak and work for 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't want nobody trying to find my job and get me fired or call up there and all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's getting to a point where like I'm sick of like it ain't even worth it no more. It's not worth it.
It's not. And you know, one thing, and let me bring this up, and shout out to everybody in the chat, and I might hit a few toes on this one, but shout out to Bird, what up, Boo and Joy and Unconscious. Shout out to the people who's just coming into the chat. If I missed you, forgive me. Tay Baby, Kimberly. I don't know. And Sack, what's up? Shout out to you guys. But you guys, you know, a lot of people who've been in this sector for years. I mean, years. If people know me, you know me. I've been here from before the sector got started. But a lot of people feel like if you're not beefing, you're not B sector.
Yeah.
And I for years I said I'm not B sector. I don't know what the fuck I am. And even people like Deanna and other people, what the fuck you mean you're not B sector? Like people feel like you don't beef, you're not B sector. But there are a lot of people in here who give good, awesome commentary on the B sector, and we don't beef. I've always stood on that 10 toes down. I'm not beefing. I don't give a fuck what you say about me, what you call me. I'm not beefing. I'm not doing that because that's just me and my personal you know, thoughts on that. I'm just coming here to do commentary. I don't want to fight, argue, and cuss and dox and all that kind of shit. But you know, a lot of people in here give really good commentary, but they don't get the support because they're not a beefer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing that I've
Mhm.
noticed over the years. And they try to downplay those content creators like you're not B sector. Like, how could you call somebody not B sector if they were here before many of us? And they might just be doing content on what's going on. Like that's what I try to do. I try very much to be very unbiased. I try very much to come on here and just say what I heard, what I saw, what I witnessed, without being too much bias on top of it, without putting 20 on 10. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when people say we're not B sector, but on the other note, and I say this, ladies, because people will say that about people who don't be, but then they'll bring in all these other motherfuckers and be like, get them they 1K, get them they 3,000 watch hour, get them they, and they ain't B sector.
Here's the gag though. You have what a lot of people don't, and that is staying power and longevity and a core audience. Many of the people that you're talking about are those fly by nighters who don't have longevity. Like many of those people that you're talking about, I would never let on my show. You could never get them. But you can't even drop down in my chat. You're a weirdo. And so the thing is that on some level, you really just have to be clear about the fact that you have a very core audience of people who genuinely support and appreciate the content, and you have something that they could never have. Because look at the Lemons of the world. Lemon can't even go live without people worrying, but without him worried about people striking him down and pulling all kind of junky stunts with his program and all that. Those are things that are just so beyond your realm that you don't even have to worry about, and it's because you are not the same, and people who are real ones realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Because the panel that's sitting
Facts.
up here right now would not be the same. I'm never hitting Lemon's link. That'll never ever happen. And so it's just one of those things where you're able to get people on your show that most people, VS not gonna click everybody link. I absolutely don't. So
And
I'm
you've been
just
MIA for a minute, so hey, if I have to say shout out for you for gracing the panel today, hey, it is
Amen.
But Kimmy, I've always said this now. Now, no matter what me and Kimmy done had, undercover, outer cover, whatever the case may be, Kimmy can leave and come back and still get 1,000 people plus in her chat. Now, I don't know how she do that, but every time she don't even tell people she gonna go live, she just pop up out the blue and she get all the numbers.
She
Now,
just
I've
has
always
Because she
been baffled by that.
she's
don't have
entertaining.
It's entertaining. Enter fucking. Can I do
Just
it?
like you, VS.
Enter
She's entertaining.
Yeah, but it's guaranteed she gonna get up to 1,000 people in chat no matter what. I don't guarantee to get that.
Mm-hmm.
She can leave and pop up, not even tell people she gonna go live. And then if she was to go live right now, I'm telling you, people be over there. I was like, I don't know how she be doing that.
Kimmy ain't been live in a month of Sundays, but let her go live. It's the minimum. I want to say minimum 700.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah, that's true.
But if I was to support a merger, I would support Kimmy being a gatekeeper before I would support these other people being a gatekeeper, because like Kimmy actually knows, she knows how to deal with people, and then at the same time she knows how not to give them too much attention, and then she knows how to snatch that attention when necessary.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that, and I appreciate that, y'all. The thing is, and I think VS and all of you guys have really touched on it, is it gets tiring after a while.
Mm-hmm.
There should never be a time that an OG or anybody, but especially an OG, if we really respect where the B sector is, where it came from, and everything that it gave, then there should never be a time that a VS should have to sneak off to go work.
Exactly.
That's the crazy, and that is so exhausting. There are times where you don't want to be. There are times where I don't. That's why I stopped doing the list, because it was so effing negative that I was like, bruh, like when you turn this off, it's still in your spirit. Who wants to live like that?
I tried to do B sector commentary for a little bit and it didn't work out for me either, because it's based on the camps where you came from and all of that stuff. And then it's just like this, just like I was about to say before I left, before you can blame a Mia, before you can blame a Shakim, a Binary, or any of them people, you gotta first blame Lemon, who gave these people the blueprint, told them where to go, told them to pay these people money. These people accepted money, and these people let them in.
Who are these people? Because I ain't getting over here.
It was basically it was Lemon. Lemon was the door open. Then he told them to go. He tell y'all every day. He told them to go to Brianna. He told them to go to Pizza, and that's why he calls Pizza Cuzzo. Remember, Pizza didn't even let me in on her panel. Now all of a sudden, for some money, she gonna let disrespectful men on her panel. Then not just that, not just that. Yeah, not just that. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm going. I'm gonna
challenge you on that, because how are we gonna blame Lemon when honestly Lemon came from Sir King?
Sir King.
Frank, is that there was a time when a faceless troll would never have gotten played.
Facts. I got you.
Faceless trolls came into the sector, that changed the fabric of the sector too.
Faceless trolls and panels.
Yep. Y'all ain't never lied. And
think about it.
I mean, the thing about the B sector was created for people beefing. I get that. But once we got to that point where nobody wanted to show themselves, it really changed, because people was just going behind the scenes doing all kind of grimy shit to people. And it had a domino effect, because people felt like, okay, if you're going to do this to me, I'm going to do this to you, and so on and so on and so on. And I understand if somebody wants to come back and somebody who does that to them, but I wish that part would have really never started. We can't go back, but I wish that part would have really never started, because like we say, a lot of people on here, they try to have these panels, they try to have these shows and stuff, but when people don't show this, like the Kimmys, the VS, I love even the Fives, even Bree, I love people who are not scared to come on camera and show. I don't give a damn if you 100 pounds or 400 pounds, or if
whatever,
you're tall, skinny, short. I don't give a damn. Even the motherfuckers ain't got no teeth in their goddamn mouth. Well, come on, no shade, no teeth. But then there are people on here who come on here and they expect the same. They expect the same respect as people who don't come on here, and show themselves. But then those same people, let me finish. Those same
man, you're playing.
want to show themselves will be the first one to come on here and talk about how somebody ugly, somebody fat, somebody
Yep.
kid, somebody car.
Show yourself. Cam up.
Themselves. And that's what bites me. You can be behind the camera all motherfucking day long. But y'all can tell me I'm lying if I'm flying, okay? How many people have said the worst about people and never came on camera, but let them get a camera drop? And
Let me take it back. Let me take it back a little farther. A lot of these new people, because of what they've been told about the controlling factors, think that the only thing that the B sector does is beef. No, the B sector, when I came in, was about some real content. VS was doing some real content. Sean Bradley was doing some real content. Trezor was doing some real. Everybody was doing real content, and the beefs, they somewhat stem from that. But now these motherfuckers, because my bad, these people, because they have the lack of being real content creators and providing real content, the only thing they know is how to get on a panel and shoot out some past history, shoot out some degradation, shoot out some that, this and the other. That's what gives these subscribers power as well, because they think it's just about jumping on a panel and saying the worst thing that you can say about the next person. The beefs back in the days, they were creative. When somebody beef, VS has done skits, Rita has done skits. It was Heidi. It was creative. Kimmy comes up there with her remote. Kimmy, I'm a big fan. You do me wrong. You do me wrong sometimes. I've always been a big fan. But anyways, it's just like this. It has been creative, and then it was nonstop. It wasn't like, okay, I'm not gonna go over here and watch this person. I'm not gonna blackball this person. If you beefing, you beefing. You got to go hear what your op is saying in order to respond. And then Lemon don't even Lemon. Oh, I'm finna do my bit. Then he get up there and don't deliver shit, especially when it comes to men. And I'm real mad about that.
Let me read this comment real quick. It's 2 comments I want to read. The first one from Thank Me Later says, if Lemon is not your cup of tea, just change to a different program. No need to destroy him. And I don't think anybody on this panel has tried to destroy Lemon. He does a good job of that himself. Secondly, they sit there Cash App saying goals. Let's have an honest dialogue. Where are we being dishonest?
Yeah, we telling you what y'all don't know, because y'all the ones that sitting here, y'all done heard some secondhand history from a certain perspective, and y'all done base y'all shit off of that, and y'all done know that was so that they can stay in control. And so now that they can't control, but listen though, let me just tell you this part. Now that certain people can't control no more, oh, I'm going to do a different type of content. But you leaving us with these same fools that you promoted. You leaving us with this same bullshit that you have allowed up in here. You're leaving us, and so you're leaving the cleanup to somebody else.
Hold on 1 second, boo. 1 second. You said I read that was stank. It was supposed to be supportive. I don't understand. Like you said, let's be honest. Let's get honest. And then you said we're not trying to destroy Lemon. If you don't want to, maybe you're talking to the chat. Maybe
Lemon is doing perfectly great at destroying himself. Because if he thinks he's going to get monetized again, because he has too many enemies, because he sit up there and spit all of this stuff on black women, all of this stuff on colorism, all of this stuff on all of this anti-black stuff, and then he thinks that, we're going to fall for his manipulation and gaslighting. No, ma'am. No, sir.
But what's his motivation to stop if y'all giving him thousands of dollars though?
Yeah, if I read that wrong,
who doing it?
hold on one second. If I read that wrong, I apologize. I thought you was telling us up on the panel that we're trying to destroy him. So if I read that wrong, I apologize. Absolutely.
No, he's destroying himself because he never deserved to be out here in the first place. I'm mad and I be trying to snatch back. Now, what I do is try to snatch back his entitlement to the B sector. Why you want to be B sector so bad when you don't like black women, when you don't like the LGBTQIA community, when you're a narcissist and you're all about self, and he tells y'all every day, but people don't get that in his mind. And when he played that little clip talking about, I need 20,000 because I'm trying to reconstruct, he means that. But people let him fly. And that's what I mean. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say, when you come at the people that he is producing, his little minions in his army, you ain't doing no good because you ain't cutting off the head of the snake.
Hold on one second, QI. Let's stop there because you said something with the 20K. Now, Lemon is in a court thing going on with that hit and run where he ran into the liquor store. So I really think that's about that. I really think that he must need some money really fast, really heavy because of that court case. But so I think that's why he always talking about, because before this case, he never was like, I need 20K to K, I need 20K to K. I think that's what that is for. But somebody said something in the chat that people don't want to show them face because they scared or whatever. See, the thing is, and I'll say it again, I have no problem with people who don't want to show their face. I have a problem with people who don't want to show their face, but they will sit on here and drag somebody else who is brave enough to show themselves when we have no idea what you look like. That's
a lot of these women or males like Ghetto, everybody, Kimmy, I know he done Vine 9 and all that. Just like ZX, my brother, right? But at the same time, we got to look at the harm. And we got to look at the negative messages that they are producing. It's a lot of stuff that we can talk about on some positive note, whether you MAGA, whether you Trump, whether you Democrat, whether you whatever, pro, against Epstein, whatever. It's a lot of serious stuff we can talk about. But these people are distracting us from that. And these people are also pushing an agenda.
Well, and we all know, QI, that most of us are not here to talk about Epstein. No shade, no tea. But let me just say this. My main motto is I discuss everything from the hood to the White House. So there's some of us who do discuss everything. I mean, from TV shows to celebrities to the president to wars to and then back to the B sector. Y'all know I'm a custom cake decorator. I do T-shirts. I discuss a plethora of shit on here. And
you do
on here. But I never from the very beginning, and this is what I tell new content creators coming up, I never from the very beginning been a one trick pony. Because sometimes there are like Kimmy said, there are times I took a damn near 3-month hiatus for not discussing the B sector before the new year because it's like ain't shit. I'm not interested in shit. I'm not doing this shit. But this is not to Kimmy. This is not to Kimmy. People take their vacays because of whatever reason. But I took my vacay and I only did lives with like Big Rigs on Sundays, our show, and then I uploaded like cake videos, tutorials, things like that, T-shirts. But I feel like it's okay to have other shit. And if nobody's supporting that other shit, somebody's going to support it. Most of my subbies came from people who not from the sector. Like most of the TV shows, like people talk about the hood table don't get numbers. How many people got almost 600,000 views on a video? Mm-hmm. How many people got like 150,000 views on the video?
I've gotten a lot of views too by not doing B sector content, by doing more uploads and AI and different things.
I'm just saying. My numbers don't always come from beef sector content. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's okay if you want to branch out and do different things. Don't worry about the numbers. If you want to do B sector shit, do B sector shit. If tomorrow you want to talk about Lil Wayne or T.I. and the 50 Cent beef, talk about it. It's gonna you're gonna get into these different algorithms. One thing I learned from being in the on YouTube for so long, my numbers might be different from the B sector shit and other shit, but it's because every video you do, every content you do hits a different algorithm. So don't ever if you decide to talk about something else that you're not going to get any attention. It might come slowly, but eventually it'll come. It's okay. You don't have to
Yeah.
content.
It's not just that. It's about the crab in the barrel that was created. There was a crab in a barrel that was created by the trifecta and so on to control. And to control. And they set the dynamics for people thinking that it's all about jumping on panels and beefing. They set the dynamics. Lemon actually learned from them. He just learned how to be better than them at their own game. But that's what's sad. And then it's just like this. It's like if you really want to like grow, you can't sit like to help the B sector to grow. They talking about growing and networking. Growing and networking is what the B sector has always did. We wouldn't have Tasha K's. We wouldn't have Funky Denevas. We wouldn't have T.S. Madison. Shout out to UVS. We wouldn't have a lot of these major country. Armand Wiggins, Wiley Show. We wouldn't have. We had a lot of plethora of people. We've always grown by doing different types of content. So the B sector never.
Florida, Geisha 400 or Geisha.
Yeah, 50 whatever. But we've always had growth, and it was organic growth. It wasn't based.
Dovey said that Tasha K mentioned the beefing sector.
She did. I heard Dovey say that on J panel, and I want to shout out PC. What's up? You gotta chill. What's up, Pleasure Girl? We got I know we don't got hold up because I just saw your videos the other day, and I don't want to advertise it too much because I don't want nobody fucking with you. But Dusty Spelly Love, I saw some videos of you dancing.
Yep.
But yeah, shout out to the Duchess and Miss Spicy. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you like and share the video, please, and thank you very much.
But the beef sector has always been diverse, and that is the beef sector gift and dynamic. It was diverse. And then when we had
Tasha K was just in James chat last week. I know that's right.
And then when we had beefs, it was on real topics like the T.S. Madison. When T.S. Madison said some misogynistic things, when Jay Wilson said some misogynistic things, like the beefs were not based on like BH, this, that. I heard this about you. I heard that about it. Was based on like we had foster care. We had just a lot of different real topics going on in the beef sector, and that's what it made it great. But now it's just like these people are lazy content creators, which make other lazy content creators feel like they can walk their way up in here, and then they helping to open the door because of the simple fact that the only way they gonna keep their supreme or supremacy is to limit. Okay, whereas Brianna did say VS that the only way you can get to the B sector is by way of me. She did say that. She's been operating on that. They did the whole blackout. They did the whole blackout, and they did the whole clogging the airwaves, as people call it.
But could she have done that without the supporters and subscribers giving that power?
But see, they didn't know after you left.
VS, just to piggyback off of what VS just said, let's be clear about something. When I created my channel, I was at war with Brianna, Pizarro, Nika, all of them. Mm-hmm. And let's be clear, I was my own camp, and they didn't stop shit over on my channel.
Cause you
So
built your own.
what they're
You
what I'm saying is people give people too much.
much credit. You right.
They people give people too much because, to be quite clear, the subscribers are going to go where the subscribers are going to go regardless. People don't really control that. They really don't. And so it's real interesting how I hear people, and I ain't beefing with nobody. I mean, I'm not beefing with them. We got past it, but what I'm telling you is that I think we're giving them too much. And the reason why I say that is because they ain't stopped shit over here. When VS came back, she wasn't booed up with them like that. They ain't stopped shit over there with her.
But that's why I support it. That's why I supported y'all. But anyway,
But well, let me say this: I'll give Ness her props. She's probably well,
Yep.
it's kind of a compliment and a little slap though. She's had the most trips within a short amount of time with a group of people, but the trips aren't giving content. Like usually when people have trips and stuff, everybody can feast off of that. But we ain't getting nothing. Even like this last trip, I ain't heard nobody hardly say anything about what happened, or think they showed a buffet or something. But I mean, think about when Jay Wilson had his trip, and then Sean and them came, and people had the cameras, they had the storyline about MU, and the girl from the Mo 3 sector showed up, and I mean that was a whole storyline. I mean, it was storyline on top of storyline off of trips. So how we have so many trips going on and we can't even feast on? They still talking about. I'm tired of hearing about DC Gate.
because they're wash, rinsing, and repeating. They're wash, rinsing, and repeating what the original B sector did. And then, see, here's the thing about Ness. Like, I like Ness. I support her. She's very comedic. She has a lot of talent, and she can go a lot of places. Now, the one thing that I do realize about Ness as well is the fact that they didn't treat her right in the beginning. And then
Hold on. I'm sorry, Q. Let me just cut you off one second. Somebody said Ness said that was not a vacation for her. That was a vacation for herself, not for content. Why the subscribers paying for it then? Why subscribers got to give money for it if it's on for her and not the people to see?
But one thing I can say that was Ness's core subscribers. But but let me just say this. All right. So Ness thing is like the trifecta went against a lot of people. They went against Ness too, and
They also
Ness
built her up though. When she
they
came back,
did, they
built her up.
did.
And then when she got a certain point, she gave him her butt to kiss.
Right, because it's just like this. I don't blame Ness because I'm not gonna kiss nobody but either.
But she was rolling with it up until she got to where she wanted to be at. If you gonna
Right, right. Just like Lemon, Cuzzo, and all this stuff. You know, they play the game until they feel like they got the power, right?
Yeah.
And then once they realize they have the power, then they become their true, authentic selves. And that's the whole thing that needs to stop.
Because believe me, she was not using the name Finesser at the beginning. She was like, "Oh, I just got to rehab. I'm at my job. Look at me. I'm looking cute. I can get my hair done."
So I'm wondering, and maybe just Kimmy can answer this. Was it this heat or was it Ness that had, because Ness and this heat, they came out against all the original B sector people. They came out.
Ness has always been.
I got you.
So
I got you.
Like Ness or not, Ness is entertaining. She has great comedic timing, and the bitch is funny.
Yeah, me and her got the same birthday, and I'm always gonna love her for that. Plus, I know how to deal with her. So, not to say I don't see no flaws or nothing like that, but at the same time, I think that Ness is better than a lot of people.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Ain't nobody better than a lot of people who've been in rehab, been on drugs, admitted to prostituting, ain't taking care of their child when they're able-bodied. Everybody might need some help. Well, not everybody.
Lord.
Some people need help.
But
But when you have
I
when
like
you have a
growth.
able-bodied person getting money to go on trips with
My
strangers off the
God.
you're visiting people, strangers off the street that you just met online before you having more trips with them, you know.
But don't we want black people to do better? Don't we want black people to do better?
Did you not hear me say she's doing better? Don't you see the trip she going on? Wouldn't that I would rather to see her with her child. Go visit your child instead of once a year. Go visit your child 3 or 4 times. Why is she seeing Honest Roll more than she's seeing her own motherfucking child? Now come on now. You talking about black people, a black woman seeing strangers off the internet than the child that you pooped out? Come on now, QI. That ain't black power. That ain't woman power. She is doing better from what we see, and that's a good thing. But okay, when you know better, you do better.
Well, okay, here's my question. Here's my question to you, VS. Because I've heard Ness say that it was in her child's, she did what was best for her child. So if her passing custody of her child to a loved one was in best interest of her child, then isn't that the better, or you don't think that's the better?
No, but what they got to do with her visiting the child? I could say that it's better for this child to live with John Doe or a family member, whatever the case may be. But why is she seeing Honest Roll or Shakim and them more than she's seeing her child in 1 year? You get what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. I guess I can't competently talk about it because I don't know how often she sees her baby.
That's a problem. I don't know how often she see her baby. That right there. But she talks about how much she go see, oh, my crew, I'm finna go see talent. I'm finna go see this person. Oh, they meet me out here. They going there. She could take that money and could set up a fund for her child. She could get that money instead of hustling these trips that ain't. She could use something, take half of that money and say that go towards a college fund, or that could go towards a summer trip.
VS, you chose violence. You chose violence.
VS, I'm just sitting here like
I'm quiet because VS chose violence, so I'm gonna be quiet.
No, I think it's unfair for some people not to raise their kids when they're able-bodied. If someone is on drugs and they go to rehab, they come back and they show themselves, they are working now. We see this person got a roof over their head because y'all paying for their wish list. We see them driving a car every day. So this person got a house, a car, a job, done lost weight. They not overweight anymore. We know she out of rehab because the pastor, when I talked to her, said she ain't there no more. She left. Okay, so why is it that you're taking so many vacations with strangers than your own kid? She don't have to take custody back from whoever got him. But it could be, why aren't you going to visit them often? More often. You can't tell me that she's seeing her child more than twice a year. I don't believe it. You can't make me believe it. I don't believe it. She's visiting people online more than her own child. I guarantee you, they got sports going on at school. They got summer programs. I'm sure they got choir, band, you name it. The school have so many events. Summertime come, you would think that. Come on now.
Child, okay, there was one.
And I'm not even disrespecting her. Like, because I could say some real rough stuff. I told you, the pastor told me a lot of stuff. I still got the phone call, and I just didn't put everything out because, the pastor was upset that I recorded her. So I just did that out of respect for her. I just gave y'all a little sample of it, but the lady said a lot of stuff. So Ness ain't looking like that no more. Ness have made a 360. She's done well for herself. She's doing pretty good. Is she putting any of that money to the side for the child?
Well, please, girl said is what's best for her. It's what's best for her child is best for her. Oh, okay. Hold up. They said it's what's best for her child is best for her not to speak on other parenting. Oh, okay. So they're trying to say basically she shouldn't be speaking on other people parenting if she doesn't parent 24 hours a day.
Yeah, and she called the people on Uppity on the live. How do we forget? Y'all don't remember that?
I remember. Yeah, and somebody and they said, I understand what she is saying. Nest sits up high and look down low.
And this the person they taking advice from now. So y'all say she entertaining. Bozo the Clown is entertaining. It's a lot of people that's entertaining, but when does entertaining become this ain't funny no more? This is kind of serious. But y'all talking about Q out talking about black power and woman. That ain't black power. That's not woman power. Woman power is you get yourself together and you go get your kids.
They say we got a car for Wiley and he ain't got no kids.
We got a car for Wiley because Wiley was going to a job with a mental disability, but he was still going to a job. We got people on here like Lemon who DM me, I guess because he assuming I dragged him, who ain't going to no job, and y'all giving him tens of thousands of dollars that he's showing to y'all. Imagine being in that chat and you got a light bill due and you looking at somebody getting $10,000 for sitting in the chat and letting y'all do the work. Come on now. Y'all slow. And QI was one of Lemon's biggest supporters.
Yeah, she was. She was over there a lot too on that panel.
The only reason why QI is mad because QI done found out that she wasn't the favorite. That's all that was. Come on, yeah.
Not the favorite.
Yeah, you hear it's almost sound like QI want to cry up here. She's so upset with Lemon.
She is very worked up about Lemon.
They said
I'm like, it was that deep.
They said in the chat that she's taking it too seriously. That's what the chat was saying.
Yeah, we needed a little break, QI.
Just Lemon Coin, because at the end of the day, it don't last. Everybody get a turn. Jay Wilson in the chat.
Amen.
Jay Wilson, remember when he was getting them big dollars. I remember when I was getting my big dollars. Everybody get a turn. It's just his turn right now. And guess what? He's losing his turn right now. Y'all see the numbers? Trish gave him a good running for his money last night. I watched.
I saw that. So and when it's at the point when Trish beating you out of numbers, let me go on mute.
Exactly.
And I think that, like you guys were just saying before, a lot of this shit we should not take very seriously. A lot of shit. I want to say even as much as maybe 90% of this shit we shouldn't take that seriously. I mean, most people, this is not the old B sector days. And shout out to Trey Jor in the chat. Shout out to Mother. This is not the old B sector days where everything was authentic. This is play days.
But
so I don't take a lot of this shit seriously. And that's why a lot of the content creators, like people say all the time, where is all the content creators? Where they go? Where they go? Where they go? A lot of people don't want to do content on shit that we deem as plays. And that was what my problem was. And Amen. That's why it's very hard sometimes for me to come out here and do commentary on the shit, because it's like y'all break up to make up every motherfucking day.
It's weird. It's weird. And it's not even a decent storyline.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like the storyline is not even remotely interesting, bro.
No,
like,
when
I
heard
talk about Lemon day in and day out. I don't even watch Lemon.
That's the
so
only
I don't give a shit.
That's like the only content, Kimmy. But when I was done, when Dragon said that Lemon told her to say her brother was dead to get cash apps. Remember that time?
Listen, remember the last time I was live, Dragons came up on my platform and gave a whole soliloquy, a whole speech about how Lemon had promised her that he wasn't gonna let nobody buy her down no more, and she went back over there and they called all kind of stinking whores and bought her ass right back down. And so the thing is that people value you as much as they see you valuing yourself. I don't listen. And when the other thing too, now that we just talking about the shit, let's just put the shit on out there. Since when did striking become a major fucking storyline? Like, goddamn, you were struck. Move on. I don't understand how that's a major thing now.
We don't
Like,
even tell people we got struck because we want to keep it a secret until we can
thank
fix it.
you.
Then we come back out talking noise about it.
Thank you. I was like, wait, so strike, you got struck and that's a fucking storyline now? I don't care. Who cares? Do you know how many people I have struck live and got their shit snatched live? We laughed about it. We kept moving. Who cares? Live to fight another day. Since when did that become the major storyline? Y'all have got to come up with something else. Y'all say y'all want genuine content, y'all want entertainment, but then y'all entertain ass clowns. We're not coming out here delivering shit when there's nothing to talk about.
The current storyline right now is Trish made a flyer and Lemon lip was too red. That's the current storyline right now.
Right. Who gives a shit about that? Since when did Shush Trish, and I like Shush Trish, but when Shush Trish is the centerpiece of a storyline, we're done out here in these streets. Okay? Get out of here with that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's blowing my mind. I mean, today I just had to say something because I'm just like, this is ridiculous. People act like they're scared to say something. I mean, okay, not to toot my own horn, but I it's so weird that back in the day, would nobody have enough nuts would be big enough to DM me like Lemon just did to question me, talking about, are you dragging me? The mere fact that he bold enough and comfortable enough to DM me and say that to me, just let me know alone. Like they like
he beyond he done got beside himself. Number one.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not even a fucking factor. And ask me about that. It's weird.
It is weird, and bitch, it let me tell you something. It'll be next never where put PAH. I just don't want to tear hood table panel up. PAH. It'll never be a time, PAH, where you can ever message me and ask me, am I dragging you, bitch? You, your leg, your wonky eye, your very strange aesthetic. I'm going to say what I want to say. You will never inbox me and ask me no shit like that, bitch. Just take it as an unequivocal yes, and now move on.
Yeah, he's
what did you respond? Did you respond to this? Did you respond? Did you respond yet?
Nope. I didn't even press the accept button where he could see, but I'm sure he hear me talking about it.
What a weirdo.
I don't know if he was drunk because even the way he wrote it.
But nobody was dragging him.
But what if we were? Who cares?
Right, that's true. That's true. If we were dragging, who inboxes somebody on IG and say, drag me? That is weird.
He says, so drag me. That's what it says. So drag me. I didn't say, this is so strange to me.
And this is coming from someone who has everybody on his panel dragging people all the time.
And I wasn't even dragging him. The only thing I was saying, I've been told him who I thought was flagging him, and that person showed the receipts. So
that's what I'm saying. We weren't dragging. Nobody was dragging. Even when I watched Jay Dunn's whole live this morning, and I didn't hear nobody dragging him. And we definitely
when are people exempt from being drugged?
Never. What did you say? Never.
Right. Like, since when are people exempt from being drugged? So now we personally messaging bitches talking about, am I being drugged?
But this is how I know his numbers are not numbering away, because he would never thought twice, because he was like, oh, if VS ain't doing content, she ain't getting no numbers right now. I'm getting out of numbers. So I just think that a lot of stuff is bothering him, because why would I say right now, you ain't been, I've mentioned him many times before and he ain't DM me and say nothing. Who was that? Somebody told him the other day on the live that they've been trying to get him to accept them on Instagram. He said, oh, I got just too many requests. I got over 500 to 800 requests. I just haven't got time to do this. Well, but you didn't got time to come back. This is so strange.
That is weird that he inboxed you on that is so weird. Yeah. I don't know how to think. I don't know what to think about that.
I think because the weather nice now, y'all, and that cold front done passed now, that trick hip must not be giving him as many problems anymore. Because, when you have ailments and it get cold and it's chilly, you start hurting. But shit, now that it's nice and warm and crispy outside, These bitches have way more time on their hands than normal. That trick up in that wonky eye really must be in a good place for you to be out here messaging somebody, engaging with them, asking them if they're Drake. So what if she is? Now what?
That's what they saying in the chat. And if
Or
somebody
maybe they
was,
because another thing that they do when the new people come in, they looking for the top dogs to start going at.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not saying that's what Lemon
Yep.
do. I'm just saying like they come in, they start attacking people. See, that's another thing. They don't come in doing the content. They come in, oh, who can I start attacking or who can I drag? I'm like, well, we already know how that game go. We gonna ignore
and
it.
who didn't they say Mia already dragged some of the top ones?
And
I
I
mean,
don't
not
even
drag. I
know
don't
who
want to
that
say
is.
drag. I want to say argue with. I don't want to say.
And I don't even know who that is, because the thing is that all we're gonna do is gray rock the fuck out of you. All we're gonna do is ignore the shit out of you. Never say your name, never, and it's gonna hurt your feelings and gonna give you that funny tingling under your titty bone every time one of us decide to go live and tap your fucking numbers. So it's best to just go somewhere, sit in your corner, and scratch. Leave people alone.
Mhm.
Girl,
I'm
you see
gonna
what
go on
Craig
mute,
George said? Did you
Tajor.
hear me?
I'm gonna go on mute.
He needs your phone, Kimmy.
I'm going on mute.
But like as far as content today, I did a live. Jay Dunn did a live. Other people doing lives. The Hood doing a live. You know, tonight they're gonna be talking about it. Miss Intel said she's doing a live. This is content. This is how we feed off each other. Everybody, but we giving different opinions. Everybody's not agreeing. People got different opinions. But that's how content actually work. Not one person go live and the live be so long you can't even look at the live to even get content off of it because it's 12 hours.
It's 12 hours and ain't nobody got time for that.
Baby, I ain't finna watch. If your shit is over an hour, it better be fucking juicy, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And not just a whole bunch of people screaming and people I don't know and don't recognize. It's
ZX tried to come, I think allegedly tried to come on Jay Dunn's live earlier, but I forgot that they don't deal with each other. I would have loved to hear what he had to say, you know, but now our sector has basically is now black. You know how it used to be Mo 3 sector and beefing sector is now black sector in beefing sector now completely. It's a full merge on. Last night, black sector was with I don't know if they was with the Intels last night, might have been the night before, but I know Lemon had Claudiva on her on the platform. Peeper was with Trish. I mean, it's just a big mixture right now.
Yeah, so. I saw Clyde on Lemon's channel. I saw that. I saw the little bit of what I saw on Lemon's. I did see her over there. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a merge happening. I don't know. I mean, it's some content, but for the main content right now to be about a flyer, and this new girl is coming in and she's about to go on dates, and people got to get a $250 pot to pay for her dates. Like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's like
they ain't even really going on a date. Like, you're not even really going on a date. Like, I don't know. I don't understand these dating games where people don't even meet up. It's just, I don't know. And I wouldn't want to meet up with him. Let me just make that very clear. I wouldn't want to do a dating show. If I'm gonna fuck around with somebody behind the scenes, it ain't gonna be all out here in the public for everybody to know.
Man, if it's not a Tracy and Rob type of date, I don't want to see it. If you can't top Tracy stuff,
Tracy and Rob. Tracy, when she stayed at the hotel with Misunderstood and her titties and that man that thing on his chin, bitch. Now that was juicy.
That was real.
Can somebody say mustard? That's all I gotta say. That shit right there.
And that content lasted at least 6 months. And then when he got out, that was another 6 months. I mean, that was several storylines.
Girl, how can he say he went to jail and won the 3 business days 2 times?
Man.
And went to jail on the live. Y'all remember that?
Man.
Both times. Crazy. Both times.
Oh, that was, and then I mean, hell, and then Tracy got arrested on the live. That is some classic stuff.
Mm-hmm. When she called to report somebody else, and I child.
When she called Jay Wilson job to do an employment verification.
See, I wouldn't hear it in when they did all that. When he was at the hospital.
I will never forget. Never forget. Like, yeah, $250 for a date, Riggs. $250.
And then I see Jay Wilson mentioning Rico's content today. I think a lot of people that really don't want to touch that. But you know,
I do not
did
want to
see it.
touch
That's
that.
all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah,
I
I'm not.
heard.
To me, that's too. I'm a lover of animals as well.
Yeah.
So that for me is morbid and a bit much, and that's not juicy. It's not funny. It's not. I'm not interested.
Yeah, I'm not. I heard what people were saying. I'm not even. I had no desire to even. Out of everything I heard today and yesterday, I'm gonna
Yeah.
leave that shit alone
Yeah.
right there. Because
Yeah.
Rico, we all know how emotional he can get sometimes, especially when
Yeah.
he be drinking. So I don't want to throw more, you know, you know how they say throw more shit on the flame or throw more
Mhm.
ammunition or whatever.
Mm-mm. Yeah,
I
I'm good on that.
Yeah. Yep. Leave that alone.
Yeah, but I mean, they see. I look forward to seeing this little. I think you said it's a gossip, Sunday gossip thing they're gonna be doing. Her and RNY.
Yeah, called
we'll
Girl
see.
Talks and Girl Talk and again, I don't even know what time they're going live because Riggs and
Who's
I
doing that? Who's doing it?
The Nia girl.
Envy that came up with the idea of his girl RNY going live with the new girl Mia that don't nobody know of to do a Sunday night show called Girl Talk. And
I ain't in no danger of watching that shit, but
I
okay.
said I might check it out, and I wish them the very best. But you know, Riggs and I, we've been going live every Sunday for almost a year. From the block to the hood table, 9 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific. That's whose show I'm going to promote right now. Our shit, right? Yeah. But as far as hers, yeah, shout out to them. I'll watch it. I'll check it out and see what's going on. If it's good, it's good, and I'll support. Yeah. If it's good, it's good. I'll support.
Yeah, I won't be, but you know, God bless them in their endeavors.
And I knew I love. See, you got these certain words, certain phrases that everybody know, and that's one of them.
God bless you and your endeavors. They know what that means.
And I want to
make they're gonna be at the block. I know that's right. And we're gonna be on Ridge channel tomorrow night because we flip flop every Sunday. We've been going strong for a whole year, Kimmy, a whole year. Next year we're gonna try to do something special for our subscribers and supporters because we know we don't get a whole lot of support from the sector. But as Riggs always say, we know where we are, but we're gonna keep rocking. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but you do because I mean I watch, I just don't always drop down.
Oh, we see you drop down a few times. I know you watch. I know you watch. Mm-hmm. I know you support a lot of people.
Oh, so yeah.
I definitely know that. Yeah, I definitely. Because one day you dropped down in his chat. He was like, just Kimmy. Like, I'm sure. I told him then. I said, oh, yeah, just Kimmy be supporting people. Shit.
Yeah, I'm just picky about who I support. I'm just picky. I try to endorse true talent, and you know, I really try to endorse people who genuinely enjoy what they do and deliver good content. If you entertain me, bitch, I'm gonna support you. If you're trash, I'm not.
A lot of the content creators are subscribers who wanted to get out the chat to have a voice, not because they want to do content, because they want to be able to respond. Like, I'm probably gonna get in trouble. Like Lady Dimples. I don't think Lady Dimples is a content creator. Lady Dimples is somebody who's in the chat, got tired of people saying whatever or not being able to get their point across or maybe not being able to get on the panel. Okay, now she used her channel as a weapon. See, my channel, I've never used my channel, create a channel as a weapon. I already had a channel, want to do content. Now, will I use it as a weapon? If necessary, maybe so.
If necessary.
But not creating it just to weaponize it, though. You got some content creators out here. Channels are strictly for a weapon. QI, her channel she's used this channel for a weapon. QI is not no content creator, in my opinion. She's a good support system. Have she helped me in a lot of ways supporting? Absolutely. But do I think she's a person who's going to go live every day and give true, tough content? No. Will she go and debate and do stuff? Yeah, she debates and stuff like that. But she created that channel or built that channel. Go look at QI channel right now if y'all get a chance. Go to her most popular videos. And it's the video of her dragging me and Kelly Love. Go, and I think that video probably got 10,000 views on it. Go look at it. QI got some good old school videos where she was dragging, you know. I'm just calling it how I see it. People weaponizing their channels.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, as far as Dimps, she was doing content on a regular, but I haven't seen anything
No, she
in
was
a
dragging
minute.
people. What she went doing, she went saying, I watched the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm doing content. She ain't say I believe in LGBT. I'm finna do content and I'm finna support T.S. Madison or that. Now, Queen Tulsa does content. You can use Queen Tulsa as a great example, does content on a regular basis. And if you mess with it, she gonna drag you. But just
Mm-hmm.
strictly dragging people, Queen Tulsa don't do that. She wouldn't care if it's 2 people in the chat. She gonna do some content. And she
That's
don't
how
care if
I
you don't like
am.
the topic.
I don't care if it's 2, 22, 200, 400. I don't care. I get on here and I tell people all that the time. When you got channels and you don't get a lot of friction or a lot of, still do your shit. Don't come on here and all shy and acting like this shit is new to you. You still come out here and you pop your shit, regardless, whatever the fuck you talking about.
Man, I'm so at peace right now. If I get 100 on there, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Because I'm at peace.
Child, I will have 15
this stuff is
people in my
mentally
chat.
draining. I ain't trying to go back to jail. I ain't trying to whoop nobody ASS. I ain't trying to get doxxed. I ain't trying to get followed. I ain't trying to get none of that stuff. And until you can lower your ego and just admit that, then you ain't there yet. I literally say, I just no. Anytime I got to, like Kim I had mentioned earlier, I got to sneak offline to go work a job. That's come on now, that's crazy. I should be able to come here and say, oh, y'all, I got a job.
Child,
but then I know that
we try not to be doxxed. We try not to be fucked with, but it can happen. It can happen. And a lot of people who say, well, that's why people don't show their face on here. I understand that. I get that. I really do. But you can't be scared all your life. And if somebody do, what then? Like, what then? Are you gonna run away and hide? Or are you still gonna be up in here?
No, but you gotta be prepared.
Your shit. You just gotta be prepared. Yeah. Thank you. You gotta be prepared.
Yeah, I ain't gonna give it to them because I already know how they move. I ain't giving it to them. It can happen
to anybody. But I will never be scared to show my face. That's how I started my very first channel. I showed my face, and when the B sector got created, people were showing their faces, and then it just spun into this thing where we got all these avatars and all this kind of shit. And even the people who used to show their face back in the gap, they won't even show their face. I'm like, if you'd have been doxxed a million times already, why are you still behind an avatar? I don't understand that.
Yep.
I don't know. Shit. Hey,
Table, I appreciate you having me, baby. VS, it was nice chit-chatting with y'all.
I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all. Kimmy. We are looking forward to no rush, no pressure, but we are looking for the day you do come back on here regularly. But enjoy the time off, enjoy your family, your hubby, and all that stuff. And
thank y'all. I appreciate it.
All right, love. Yes. Shout out to Just Kimmy. Just Kimmy just don't be hitting links. She don't even be in that shit no more.
No, that was real good. And I gotta give I gotta give Kim her flowers, child. Y'all know I be on some BS. Now y'all know for that Halloween stuff, and it's been other times I didn't threw shade at Kimmy or I didn't say stuff out of line or whatever. And Kimmy her ignore game real strong. She won't be engaged. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta give her flowers for that. You gotta ignore ignorant bitch. I get ignorant sometimes. So I can admit to that. So
I
she
know.
didn't keep it classy. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give her props on that for real.
No, it's good to have a good ignore game because I have a very good ignore game. And there's people on here that don't like me because of whatever reason. And I ignore. I just come on here, do my commentary, and I get off and do my regular shit outside of YouTube. But it is what it is. I appreciate the OGs. A lot of these newer people, I can't really say there's a newer person that I really like, VS, and that's pretty sad.
I don't know who Resto is. Yeah. Now I've jumped in audio chat before because he was in the algorithm, and then I see our people now. Now Goofy, I've listened to his live, but it was Dovey, telling her story, which was very funny to me. That's how I know them. But some of these other people that QI was named, I don't know who she talking about. Some of the names she was throwing out there.
I don't either. I was a little lost. That's why I had like cut in for a little bit to try to let you jump back in when you jump back on the panel. Because I was really lost, and I thought we was probably taking the show to, you know, just let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. Because even the people in the chat was like, "Oh my God, what's going on now?" I'm like, derailing. I don't think she, and that's the thing, because I don't think she purposely does that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think she really knows when she's doing it. You know, derailing. Yeah.
And I know Miss Intel, if she's not live, I know she's supposed to be going live. I want to make it clear. Now, QI kept bringing up the trifectas, which I called it. See, I wasn't here at that time, so I can't give this trifecta conversation. So that was QI mentioning, I guess, that particular gatekeeping. I wasn't here. I just heard about it. You know, when I got back, they wasn't doing that no more. Blessed was gone, and everybody started doing their own thing, having their own little tribe or whatever. They wasn't doing the three-way thing when I got back.
Yeah, so, they wasn't.
I don't want Intel to go live and be going off. Make sure she hear who said what, because I be getting blamed for a lot of stuff.
You know how it go. We can have, you know, when you have panels and shit, sometimes the blame gets placed on the wrong person. Like, that's why when I'm watching shows, I like to take good notes. And I know some people don't take notes; they just come on here on the fly. But I like to take some notes because I don't like to be wrong about shit. And if I do, I stand corrected. But a lot of times it's easy to be able to watch a panel and then do commentary and place some words on the wrong person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I wasn't here to drag anybody. I wasn't here to let anybody be dragged. We're doing commentary the old school way, the best way. Okay.
Yeah, and I didn't like the Avatar thing. However, when I got back, they evolved, and that's what it was. And she probably the most respected Avatar person because she hadn't been brought out. Don't nobody know who she is, and she still get her numbers. People engage with her. So, you know what I'm saying? I got to respect the game. You know, so now it's like, okay, I haven't fell in line. All right, that's what it is. You got to respect it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Respect it or either just don't support. You know, that's how it goes, you know, over here. A lot of people, you know, we support a lot of people, and somebody said in the chat earlier that the subscribers going to support who they want to support, and that's very true. That's very true. We can't force nobody's hand, and on the same note, we shouldn't force people on our subscribers either. Yeah, just because you like them or you're benefiting from them, we shouldn't push that on our subscribers either. But it is what it is, and you're right, Queen Tulsa. Hey, boo, this was an adult conversation. Very relaxing.
Yeah, Queen Tulsa. Her setup and everything. I mean, I think when Kelly Love, like the first one who had the best setup, like with the background and all that stuff. I think back in the day, nobody else was.
All the
we didn't know anything about the backgrounds and stuff or whatever. He was doing all that.
He had the green screen, the graphics. He had everything.
Yeah. Shout out to Queen Tulsa, how she handling business and standing on business. Even just one person in the chat. And to be honest, I'm going to slow down with hopping on everybody's panel and stuff because I want to get back to, even today, I spent a lot of time on here and there's other things that in my real life I need to be doing. I hadn't even worked out today and I want to stay focused too. So I'm not going to be doing this often. I don't have no beef of limit, but I should be able to say how I feel on certain things. So if he want to go live tonight and drag, listen, I'm still the same VS, you know, and it's not gonna be no back and forth, but you're gonna feel me. And that's all I'm gonna say on that, you know. But I don't have a beef with him, so don't try to pick a fight with me or anything like that. Because
I still can't believe I just can't get over that.
Yeah, out of all the times he could have DM'd me, he want to DM me today. But, you know, I'm like, are you trying to check me? Like, don't nobody be DMing me trying to check me about what I'm saying on the panel. We're not even friends. We're not even cool like that.
But see, because you were over here when you told me he did that, why I went and check my IG to see if I had some messages.
Did you check? Yeah, if I show it, I could show it, but I
didn't have nothing. I was like, so what is this about? That's what I'm like, because nobody was over here dragging him. We're just talking about our opinion, which is absolutely okay for people to do. I mean, you can drag people all day long, not you, but I'm just saying, in general, you can drag people all day long, or you can just do commentary and try to be unbiased. It's your platform. Whoever, is a content creator, it's your platform. But don't never be scared to say how you feel about something or your thoughts on something, because somebody might not like what you say. Somebody is always going to not like what you say. Or like
the only person who I can see being mad at me is the Mia person. And I wouldn't even care about her being mad. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't even know her enough to even care, But I can see her being mad because I done brought her up. So I get it. It will make sense. But Lemon, he wasn't even like the star of the show today. You know what I'm saying? This Mia person was. That's the topic.
That's what we mainly talked about, was the Mia, and then people supporting all these people from other places and helping them get their numbers and all this kind of stuff, when a lot of people in the sector been here for the long run, and a lot of people who have been doing content for the long run don't even have half of what y'all be helping other people get. But that's how the conversation started today. But yeah, it is what it is, BS. You know how it goes.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you letting me up here talking, but I wanna make sure I slow back down too, though, because I don't want to be a familiar face like that no more. I want to stay in the bushes and doing my own thing. And if you don't mind me saying this, I got some content from when I was working, body cam footage, like some really good stuff. I want to start putting out. It's because I have to blur out certain things, or I have to be careful nobody's number or certain names ain't getting put out. I have to be careful with how I edit it, because I have done a few videos and I just been combing through it to make sure certain things are not on there, But it's I got some real good, how you be watching the police cam footage of these shows, the channels that do strictly body
I'm
cam
looking
footage.
forward to that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I have. And this camera I got is so good. I got it from off of Amazon, this body cam. I mean, it's so clear. I mean, the view of it is so wide range.
Oh, you gonna have to send me the link. I need one of those.
Oh yeah, it's so good. Yes. The sound is good. It's perfect. Very clear. And I mean, it's situations with me having run-ins with crackheads and D dealers and prostitutes and different stuff. I mean, I'm talking about I dealt with some crazy stuff. That's another reason why I stopped my job as well. It was too dangerous, very dangerous. When I'm very serious, like dangerous. Me about to get into fights, everything. I'm talking about craziness.
You need to start a whole segment, like title it something really cool and catchy, and like episode 1 or episode 2, or make it a whole segment. Yeah.
But then I get to the point. Do I want to even put in the work to even do that? Because I see people ain't doing nothing and getting paid. Like, I'm just telling you, the motivation is so low for me right now. I don't even care. And I know I got some good stuff, You
think I don't know that, girl? Sometimes when I come on here, I'm like, sometimes I do be like, who all gonna show up today? But then just me naturally, just the person I am, people know when I come on here, don't matter who all in the chat, who supported, if I get a cash app, if I don't get a super chat, I'm still gonna come over here and I'm gonna do my commentary, and I'm gonna always act like my shit is deep as fuck. Yeah. That's how I do my commentary. I have to. You have to have that confidence. That's why I'll never come on here all timid and shy, and I'm gonna come on here and act like I got everybody in the sector in my chat. That's just how I do.
But I think my biggest test was because my channel is monetized now, but I cut my monetization off 6 months ago when I started work. I just cut everything off, and I was like, all right, I'm finna take a break. That's what I did or whatever. So my monetization is now back on, but I don't know if it's even worth giving it to them.
Child, it sounds good to me. I'll watch. I'm looking forward to. It's okay. It's so okay to have other type of content to watch. Like the thing I do like about some of the OGs, like as a subbies starting new channels, I prefer them over the people who just come in here because they think they can get a quick bag. To see subbies create channels, I'm all for that shit.
Yeah.
Because I love to listen to other people. VS, you said earlier, people have said earlier, that's the only content we giving is off of literally Lemon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I have to also give him kudos and credit, because a lot of people wouldn't have content if it wasn't because of his channel. There go the motorcycles again. But a lot of people wouldn't have. I live on a corner lot, so hear all the traffic. But a lot of people wouldn't have content if it wasn't for Lemon.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's true.
It is what it is.
And you know, Trish was defending Lemon very hard when they was messing with his channel. She was telling them they need to stop that because he's the one giving content. And then he turns around and disrespects her. And Trish was going hard for him.
Yep, telling people stop striking all this. People even was insinuating that she might have started his new channel for him. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Again, I don't hate Lemon, and I don't even dislike Lemon. It's just that I had something to get off my chest, and it may not went in towards a positive direction for him. That don't mean I dislike him. You know, it's just that I think it's weird, but I think it's somebody else's turn. If Trish keep going live at nighttime while he's live, I think she's gonna be the next one to take over. I really feel like that. I know people are like, oh, that don't sound right, but I really feel like that's what's gonna happen because they need somebody who's gonna go live every night. She's gonna be motivated because the monetization, the memberships and stuff like that. She got people coming over to support her. If she keep doing these Lemon Revenge live, I think she might be on to something.
Yep, and I see Lemon is live with a title called Silly Bitch Something.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it says Silly Bitch Nigga. That's what it says.
Well, I mean, if I'm a part of the content, then I guess congratulations to me. I done made it back in the beefing sector, right? That's what they say. I guess I'm back, you know, but I don't have to do anything because these people are already on him. Mm-hmm. They already on his neck. I don't have to do no work. Just sit back and watch. They already on his neck. I don't have to strike him. I don't have to do nothing. Now, if he get too out of line, then I have to join the club. You know, I would have to. I'm going to have to.
That's why I said earlier when somebody was saying in the chat, people, if they don't like him, just don't watch, don't try to destroy him. And I had said, ain't nobody destroying Lemon. You if you're doing a good job of doing that by yourself, you know, it don't need take nobody else to try to help destroy you. And I do think, even though I know he don't want people trying to parent him and tell him what to do, but I mean, come on.
Man, a 35-year-old big danky-lank man. Come on, ain't nobody trying to parent no big grown-ass dookie booty man.
Girl, that's what he was saying. People trying to mama him and all this kind of stuff. And all I was saying was, maybe if you listen to some of the shit, or maybe if you tweak some of your shit going on, you won't have to build like. That's the quickest I've ever seen. I didn't see people lose channels, but he didn't lost how many channels in a certain time span? That's the quickest I didn't ever seen this. So it's something that you might need to change about your platform instead of telling people I'm not going to change.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that but if you don't want to change, if you want to keep on trying to grow 1K every other week and get another channel to be, hey, that's you. That's your business. That's your business.
I also feel like I don't think maybe he's getting 10,000 in cash. I think maybe his direct deposits to that Cash App as well as his super, Cash Apps or whatever. It might be a mixture of it. Because if he getting 10K just in Cash Apps and getting a YouTube check, I'll be sick. He'll be in the hospital in a mental ward right now. I mean, you know how much money that is to lose?
That is a lot of money to lose.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
But like I said, every dog got a good day and every dog get a bad day. And right now it's just not a bad day. And VS not the one flagging him. He already know who flagging him, demanding, showed the receipts and everything. So if he gonna go live and go off somebody, he needs to start with the people that done show proof that they flagging him. They done show proof, not me just running my mouth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if they showing receipts, I mean, and it's crazy. Like somebody said earlier, that it'd be the ones behind the scenes that you think like you that be going after your channel.
Yeah, I've never flagged him, never. Mm-hmm. But then I guess I'll be one of the B ninjas that he's talking about on his channel. But I think I'll support Intel if she go live because I want to make sure ain't nobody giving the wrong info over there. But as far as him, I'm not touching his channel. His channel ain't never been safe. It's never been a safe spot for me over there. When he was going hard for this, when I came over there, he used to let people block me, do all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So don't be trying to come DM me and come over here now because you in a bad spot right now.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And Bobby said, still go get your. I was watching your workout videos the other day when you was running and doing your stretches.
Oh yeah,
and
I'm
sitting
on it.
down on the ground doing your stretches and stuff. Yeah, it, like Kimmy said today, a lot of times I do be watching a lot of people. That's how I get through my day is watching people. I might not always drop down every single time, but you know, I support you. I support a lot of people, regardless of what type of content you're doing. But and thank you for shouting me out over that shit with the girl. You know, Laverne, we from the same stomping grounds, from the same hood as Terrence Crawford.
I was shocked you had on the platform because I had saw on Instagram a lot of people have been trying to interview her.
Yep.
And then I was like, hold on, I got to sneeze. Sorry.
Yes, I have interviewed her. I'm telling you, if you look at my, I have a playlist called "My Friend, Her Husband, My Man." It was a really big deal that went here in our city. Where Laverne was sleeping with somebody's husband, and the wife came on my panel first to be interviewed.
Wait, then, so that's not Bud? So Bud is not the one?
No. This was no. This is a whole different.
Oh Lord, no.
Yes, I'm telling you, this like is girl. When I say she's a very controversial person, like I said in the comments on your post, she's very controversial. She's been on my panel at least 30 times, at least.
I'm talking about the celebrities. Everybody been looking for this girl, this woman, to interview her because Bud Crawford is a big deal. He is one of the top boxers. Like, he's a big deal. Got money, got a wife, got about 7 to 8 kids. Then had an outside child, but the wife don't care. You know what I'm saying? He's like, it is what it is. You know. And then this girl, she shows up. He snatches her purse and.
But they have a long history. They have a long history, and we done shows discussing that. We done shows when he took her to court. She had to go. It's a lot. They have a long history. So for the people who are from our hood, we're very familiar. Like Bud, his house in the hood is probably not even 5 minutes away from me. Like we all in the same hood. We all came up in the same neighborhood. But you know, him and her, they have a long history. They used to fuck around and all kind of shit. She copyrighted his name and all kind of shit, and he took it's a lot of shit. And that's just between him. That's just between him and her. But I've done a lot of coverage on different things that she's went through with other people in the city too. But I'm telling you, that playlist, if anybody ever gets bored and just needs something to watch, start from the oldest one and go forward. My friend, her husband, my man. That is like one of the juiciest shits that I have ever covered. And when her husband hit me up and said, fuck that shit, I want to tell my side, that shit right there.
Well, she must be real popular then, because she's still getting it. And she gets celebrity. She's sitting, what they call it when you at the front. She's sitting front row at the you know, with the celebrities seats and stuff. She's
always floor seats. Yep, always floor seats wherever she go. She's really out there. She used to have like the biggest talk show in our neck of the hood way back. Her shit was so big, but she kept getting into a lot of bullshit, so she stopped doing it. But she still supports certain people with platforms in our area, and one of them is mine. So it was like, and see, the thing about it, VS, is like I don't try to reach out to people every time something popping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even though me and her talk all the time, phone calls, everything, I never once was like, girl, come on the show and talk about that shit with you. Never. I just be like, you know, I don't always, because that's the thing with our city. A lot of times people figure people are using their platforms just to clout chase.
Only talk them to clout chase. Yeah,
exactly. I'm not a clout chaser. Most people who done interviews with me, they came to me. And Laverne, one day, she was like, you know what? I ain't been on your platform in a minute. Let's go live today. I said, okay. Okay.
Yeah, they've been looking for her. So hopefully.
They've been trying to get her.
And then Bud Crawford, I just got through watching his I know you got to go, but I just finished watching he did an interview with Joe Rogan, which is one of the top podcasters. You know, he was in UFC, like coaching and all this stuff, whatever. But everybody respect him. Like, he a big dog. Like,
he is a big dog. And he came up, well, I say, like, it's crazy because Terrence Bud Crawford, I have family members who, I'm not related to him, but I have family members who may have like a father, uncle, or something that he's related to, who are directly related to him. One of my cousins on my side looks exactly like Terrence Crawford, but he's lighter complexion. But I have one of the ladies on my line dance team, on my hip hop line dance team that I talk about all the time. She is his aunt. She is his sister, like his mother's sister. So I am very in close, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we all like in the same circle, the same hood. So yeah, it's nothing for me to hear or see all kind of shit that goes on in our neighborhood. When that shit happened with Laverne, I was like, oh Lord, they about to blow this shit up because of Bud. Mm-hmm.
And then it looked like he came and attacked her.
Yep, not Laverne Cox. Not Laverne Cox. Not that one, baby. Not Laverne Cox. Nope. But yeah, Very Carey said Laverne swings by here comfortably all the time. Yep. She was like the hood table. And I don't know why people in my personal life call me that, but the hood table. Instead of it call me by my name, but yeah.
All right, well, I'm gonna jump down. I appreciate you having me up, and it was good seeing Kimmy, and not QI so much, but I could be respectful. I could sit on panels with people that
and be cordial.
I could be cordial. So it is what it is. It was a good conversation. I could say that. So
absolutely, I enjoyed each and every one of you, and I appreciate each and every one. Just Kimmy, again, special shout out to Just Kimmy. Just came out I was like left field on us today. I was like, Just Kimmy, I know that. Let me make sure I authenticate this before I add her to the panel because I gotta make sure. But yeah, that was Just Kimmy gracing the platform. A lot of us do miss her. I hear people in chats every now and then. What's up with Kimmy? Is her channel still there? Whatever. But she did say today that she hid her channel, which is what I had assumed. People were saying they thought her channel got snatched, but I had assumed that she probably just hid it like a lot of people do from time to time. And then you know how that can go. You know that people take shit and run with it. But yeah, shout out to Tulsa, Very Carey, all my moderators, Bobby, Why Tanya, what up? How you doing, boo? Shout out to everybody, Vibrant. I know I mentioned some of y'all slid in here on me, but Tracy, Room Shaker, was shaking mama, Unconscious, what up, Noble? I think I got mostly everybody who dropped down in the chat, but if I didn't mention you, please charge it to my head and not my heart. Patricia, everybody that joined us today, I appreciate you guys. If you didn't already like and share the video, please take a second, just 1 second, to like and share the video, please, and thank you very much. And shout out to everyone that donated to the platform, that hit the super chat. I appreciate you guys so much. That was Dana with the 1999. That was Thank Me Later with the $1.99, and that was $5 from Dr. Sophie. It don't matter how much the donation is. I appreciate you all the same, equally. Okay. Love you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. I don't know who's going live. I do think Lemon is still live. I think Lemon is still live. VS said Pizza's supposed to go live in a minute. I don't know if she's live or not. I know Libra Butterfly is going live. I don't know who else is going live, but just get out there and support people. Support the ones you want to support. Okay. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out. Bye. Have a great day. There, my Jills. Hi, Jills. Did I speak to you, Jills? Have a great day, everyone.